Can you check? Okay, thank you. So in our class, in their previous classes, we've demonstrated that we get data from Microsoft SQL and comma delimited data, the way you normally call your test environment or CSV file. So we pull in data there. Tonight, we want to take another leap in our data analytics class. We want to talk about designing a data model, designing a data model in Power BI. So before we run through the theoretical part of it, then we'll move on to the practical. So in this class, you will learn the following concepts: concept of data modeling, working with tables, dimensions, and hierarchies. Those are what we want to examine in this class. Okay, so by the end of this module, you'll be able to create and use dashboard and understand their purpose. You'll be able to create real-time dashboards, enhancing existing dashboard. So these are our agenda: introducing to data modeling, as I mentioned, working in tables, dimensions, and hierarchy. Those are the three agendas we have in this course. So we start with introduction to data modeling. Okay. Benefit of a good data model is what we want to examine here. Creating a great data model is one of the most important tasks that permit me to. So I have wrong heading there. It's supposed to be introduction to data model, not dashboard, please. Data model, not dashboard. Okay. Now, creating a great data model is one of the most important tasks that a data analyst can perform in Microsoft Power BI. When you bring your data to Power BI environments, for you to be able to generate reports, dashboard, and all other things, you must model the data. And one of the key data modeling is one of the expertise of data analysts, where you belong. Okay, your ability to segregate your information clearly, of which I will demonstrate why you are doing that. By doing this job well, you help make it easier for people to understand your data. When you get your data model properly, you make it easier for people to understand your data, the data they want to analyze, which will make building valuable Power BI reports easier for them and for you. You will build a report that management will want to listen to. You build a report that management want to relate with. You build a report that you yourself as a data analyst, you will be able to interpret to the management. A good data model offers the following benefits. Data exploration is faster. Data exploration is faster. Aggregations are simpler to build. Do I have any Excel experts in the house? Somebody that's worked on Excel quite a number of times. Do I have any in class? Hello, are we together? Hello, class.
Hello.
Okay. I hope you are following me. I hope you are listening to me properly.
Yes.
Okay. I asked a question. Do I have anybody that expert in Excel in the house? Do I have anybody?
I'm not expert, but I'm just intermediary.
Okay, no problem. But you are familiar with Microsoft Excel, right? Activities.
Yes, I work with it every day.
Good. Do you still remember your pivot?
Yes, pivot table, yes.
Can you tell me your experience of what pivot is doing? when you generate a pivot on your data in Excel, what are you trying to do with pivots?
Pivot table extracts the data from the data set and put it into a perfect format for us to be able to analyze the data.
What is the key thing you think your pivot is doing? What is key message that pivot is passing across to you in Excel?
The key thing that is doing is basically analyzing the data, helping you to analyze data faster and accurately, and manipulate data as well.
I'm looking for one keyword. I've not gotten it.
Okay. Visualization.
I think it helps to filter quickly, like filter.
No,
it organizes the data.
No.
Not really.
You can use pivot.
It's the same thing as
visualization.
That is when you're using the pivot chart or something like that you can use visualization for ordinary pivots. Yeah.
I am looking
for modeling.
Modeling? No.
I think for me, pivot is used to summarize a report.
Summarize report, you are getting closer, but I see something I want you to mention. But you are that your summarize is an inkling. Maybe that can help. Maybe that can help somebody to remember the keyword I'm looking for. Can somebody try? I want you to come from my class. You know it, you have the idea. But somebody has already given us a headlong summarizing. Do I have any Microsoft SQL expert in the house?
What do you mean by pivot? Is it are you meaning the I don't understand what you mean by pivot, because there's an option to actually pivot a table, or you're talking about the pivot that you use to that you use in Excel, that particular one that you use to.
Let me help you. You said there is a function to pivot, right?
Yes.
When you want to pivot, most of the time, what is your mindset? What do you intend to achieve when you come to using pivot tool in Excel? What is likely you want to achieve?
Like that's what I'm trying to say, that it depends. Like there's
pivot. Aggregate data.
Wait, sorry.
Thank you. Ayo, somebody has helped us. Aggregate data or grouping data.
Yeah.
Aggregation of data or grouping of data. Anytime you are thinking of pivots, you are thinking of aggregation. And I expect when I said aggregations are simpler to build, I expect that should help my Excel experts. In Microsoft SQL, you call it roll-up or grouping of your data. Do you remember those terms? Some of us that are Microsoft SQL expert or Oracle expert, or database experts. Anytime you are talking of grouping of information, you want to aggregate information. It's like you have a sales for a whole year. Someone might come to you and say, oh, what is my sale for the week? They want you to group your weekly sales and summarize. What is my sales for the month? Remember, when you are keeping track of the information, in your facts table that we look at last week, you keep your record time on daily basis, time to time. Okay? Irrespective of the days, the weeks, the months. But by the time you want to begin to analysis, you want to group it. I want to see my sales in a whole month. Then you group for month. I want to see my sales in a quarter. You group in a quarter. I want to see my sales in a year. Then you group the whole year. What if your data span about 10, 15, 20 years? You want to see your yearly progress. You want to see the year, maybe they want you to analyze information that has started from year 2020. Say, for an example, or let's say maybe 201 up to today. You understand me now? So you want to see your sales in 201, what was I say, 202, 203, 204, all along to 2023. And management will start asking you, oh, why do we have high sales in 2010? What happens that in 2015 our sales drop? What happens in 2016? What do you do? Those are the questions that will come up from your analysis. But if you don't group for them, how will you know? So aggregation are simpler to build when you have a good model. Take note of the way I'm telling you. Ignore my arrangement on the screen. A good data model offers the following benefit. Benefit one is data exploration is faster. You will be able to see you will be able to see your data at a glance. Then aggregation are simpler, grouping of your data. Then next one is reports are more accurate. When you get your modeling properly, reports are more accurate. Writing report takes less time when you model properly. Okay, reports are easier to maintain in the future when you have your proper modeling. Again, I'm reiterating whatever I'm telling you is not about Africa, it's not about Europe, it's not about Asia. As far as it is data analytics all over the world, the same principle, irrespective of where you find yourself. Tomorrow you find yourself in Hong Kong and there is need for you to analyze data. The moment they present data to you in a language you understand, in English language, or maybe tomorrow you learn French or German and you can interpret your data in German or French, it is still the same thing you are talking about in Power BI. Am I communicating to you?
Yes.
And the same benefits. Providing set rules for what makes a good data model is difficult because all data is different. Understand what I'm trying to pass across to you there. There is no hard and fast rule in modeling your data. There is no rule that says, oh, in a table, I must have a 4 column, I must have a 20 column, I must have a 1,000 column. No. There is no rule that, oh, my table must have just 100,000 rows, 50,000 rows. There is no hard and fast rule. Every data is different. The concept of the data you have and the purpose and what the management is telling you in your discussion is what determines the way you model your data. So I want you to be liberal. I don't want you to be boxed to a corner at all. No, don't box yourself to a corner. Don't set a rule for yourself. If anybody has set a rule for that, these are the rules that guide data modeling, I want you to discard it. I am telling you the real fact. No rule. What determines your modeling of data is the management discussion you are having. What information the management wants, what they will intend to, what they want to achieve, the kind of report they want. And remember, I keep hammering and emphasizing to you that you don't have a sale aside your expertise in data analysis. No, everything you want to do in data analytics, in data analysis is what the management, the board of directors, the information they want, your superior in office, the message they pass across to them. That is their goal. So the rules of data modeling comes from all what aggregation or what management wants. All that matters to you is that you now apply your expert because you are the one that know how to model data. Your MD doesn't know how to model data. The chairman of the board doesn't know how to model data. That is not even his business. You can't you want to present an information to the chairman of the board or say like board of Zenith Bank. You want to present end of year statement of account or report for them, and you are now talking about modeling of data. And I have 10 tables, and in each of those tables, I have 500 million records. I have this, I have that. Okay, what's the man business about that? He's looking at the business. He's looking at the money. He wants to see the report. He wants to hear that, look, the sales I have in 2023, I have made a profit of 100 billion naira. That's what the man wants to hear from you. And the man wants you to break those analysis down that look, in the month of January, this is our sales, this is our expenditure, this is what we expend on project. At the end of January, this is our profit. He wants you to go ahead like that for the whole 12 months of the year. So not come around and be telling him, I have a table, I have this, I have that, I have it there. That's not his business. It's you and your immediate superior that need those understanding. Am I communicating, please?
Yes.
Am I communicating?
Yes.
Good.
Yes,
good,
sir.
good. Thank you. Generally, a smaller data model is better because it will perform faster and will be simpler to use. Well, if your data is large, there's nothing you can do. All you need to do is to increase the power of your system so that you can generate the report and pass it across to them faster. So because you are not the source, you are not the owner of the data. They are the one that came to say, we want to analyze all the data we have in our data warehouse. We want to see history of our business. We want to see the year we perform woefully. We want to look at why did we perform woefully in those years. We want to see the years we've done very well. Maybe your data, you are talking about health management. The health management board might come around and say, hey, we have some diseases that are ravaging our land for some time. Can we see the history? You go to the data banking, you go to the data warehouse. I know in America, in UK, in Australia, in Russia, in South Korea, where they are more technology conscious, some of all these things, those data are there, unlike Africa. Sorry for us in Africa, we are too lazy to even think of good things to ourselves. We don't even have a data. That's one of our basic problems. That's the reality. Okay, so it will perform faster and will be simpler to use. However, defining what a smaller data model entails is equally as problematic because it is heuristic and subjective to concepts. That is, it is subjective. There is no hard and fast rule. There is no rule of game that says this data is small or not. So Power BI allows relationship to be built with tables with different data sources. Your data can come from any source. It's not necessarily all the data must be from Microsoft Excel. It's not necessarily all the data must be from Microsoft SQL or it's comma delimited or it's from Oracle or from Cosmos. It could come from anywhere. Anywhere your data could come from. Okay? I can have one table from SQL. I can have one table from, just like the one we are demonstrating in the class. I have about 6 tables from Microsoft SQL, and I have 2 tables from comma delimited, which is your CSV file. So that's what I'm trying to tell you there. Okay? So a powerful function that enables you to pull one table from Microsoft Excel and another from relational database, you will then create the relationship between those 2 tables and treat them as a unified data set. So irrespective of where your information comes from, the role of data modeling is you are able to create relationship between them. Is my screen a bit clear to the class? Can you see my 8 tables there? Hello,
yes, please.
You can see the table here, but we can't read what's on it.
You can't read the data.
No, we can't see.
Okay, a little faint, Abby.
Yeah, yes.
It's so small.
It's so small.
I'm blurry. I'm blurry.
I'm blurry. Okay.
Yeah, it's small. Yeah.
It's
Pardon
tiny.
me,
Probably can expand
don't
it.
mind me. I use glasses too. So, but can you try and do you see some lines in between the tables?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
you saw some. Okay, that is the relationship lines. So pardon me. By the time we get to practical, we will what you see here, we will do it ourselves. You will see it yourself. Okay, so pardon me for being, well, maybe that's one of the deficiency of electronics, a bit smaller for us to see. Let's move on. But in our practical class, we will see this model in there, so no problem.
Yeah, I asked a question that time. You know, when you were talking about when you were talking about pivots. So I was asking if you were talking about pivot table or pivot function itself.
A pivot function will generate a pivot table.
No. You know, if you use pivot function, what it does is it partitions by. the way you use pivot table, what it does is that is the group by function.
Whether you partition or group, you still want to aggregate the information. That's the bottom. Okay.
And not particularly for pivots though, because let's say for example now, why I use pivot sometimes in Tableau is because I want to have what is it called? Because I want to have like a time series of maybe I want to have a time series of maybe let's say production, for example. Okay, how was production like over the past 20 years? So I can have a time series. So so I pivot the table in terms of, because the table might be giving me the answers yearly. So I pivot so that it follows, so that I can have it in terms of partitioned by. So it partitions by the product.
Let me ask you a question. When you partition your data most of the time, what do you think you are doing?
Okay, let's say for example, if I use partition by in SQL now, not group by. If I use partition by, what I can do is, let's say for example, I have the salary of people in my company, and I want to know maybe the salary of people by say their salary of people shall basically. So I want to have the average salary and look at the normal salary. So I want to have a table that shows the average salary of my company and salary per people, that's per person rather, or per maybe position, right? So if I use the partition by with average salary, what it does is that it brings out the number of people, then it puts the average salary in front of them. So I can see, I can look, I can say, oh, this person, this is the this is the person that this is the amount that this person is having. This person is earning less than the average. This person is earning more than the average. Then I can maybe manipulate it further. So that's what partition by does. But on
that's the understanding of partition, Abi?
Yeah, that's my understanding, yes, of partition by.
Let's shed more light on it. You are correct. Remember, when you are looking for the average, you are comparing a group of people.
Yes.
Probably you want to know the average, maybe you want to know the average salary of a marketing team. Is that also?
Yeah.
You want to know that in the marketing team, who is earning highest, who is earning lower.
Yes.
Right? Okay. You want to see the IT group. Oh, who is earning less, who is earning lower here? What is the average of salary in IT? You want to go to finance department. If you follow what I'm just telling you, you are grouping the information. Remember that this thing is you have different, that is why I told you there is no hard and fast rule. What you want to achieve is what matters. Take for an example, why you consider partitioning in Tableau is because you are not interested in total sum of the salary at that point. Are you with me? You are not interested in summing salary of the staff. All you are interested in is average and who earn higher in a particular group. So what you are simply doing is that when you partition to group, when you partition to department, you are still simply grouping them. The group by that you are talking about, by the time you are looking at group by, most of the time you want to see summation. That is where your group by, that's where the group by differ from when you partition. When you partition, I am not interested in summing. I am only interested in looking at group of entities. I want to see the finance team, the finance department. Finance department might probably depends on your organization. In some organizations, there are just 2 or 3 or 5 people. While in some organization, finance department alone, there are almost 2,000. Are you with me? So you want to look at these 2,000. What is their minimum, the average salary they are earning? Then you now want to compare, okay, if this is the average salary, who is one who earn higher, who earn the most value in this department? You might want, the management might want to query for that. Why is this guy earning higher? On what ground? some of these, by the time you are presenting to management, they begin to ask you questions. You begin to explain. Yes, he's been working. He has 25 years experience, 30 years experience on the job. He has worked with varieties of organizations, and being a financial officer, he has done so many models for us that save us of losing information, losing data. You understand me now? Oh, why is this guy earning lower salary? Oh, we just employ him. Is a new staff, a new graduate that we just employed. You can see that when you do those things, questions are coming up. These are the questions that your data will generate. Long and short of it is that most of the time when you partition, you are not interested in summation. Okay? But when you are talking of grouping and where you apply them is quite different. When you are looking at summation, when you are looking at total sales in a month, in a year, you're definitely talking of grouping. So it's not just ordinary partition. But the same thing you are doing with your average and you can still do it grouping, but it's much more better and clear when you do partition and show the information. We want the management to see the whole group, see them in alphabetical order, or the highest salary earner to the lowest salary earner. So the concept, the information you are presenting determines what you use. Am I communicating to you?
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, that's what
I convinced you, not confuse you.
No, you have convinced me, not confused me.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. So, class, let's move on. I hope we also learn from Ayo.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Sorry. 1 second. They took my light and my other screen is off. Just give me 1 minute. Let me put on my jet.
It's like today we have more participants today.
Yeah, I think the link was pasted on the general group. That was why.
Okay. But I don't know if people will be able to follow because he has not really started the class yet. And for those ones that are interested, you can send like if you're interested, if you raise your hand, you can send the link to some of the files that we are going to be using. I can just send it to the main group if anyone is interested, or I'll just put it in the chat. But I don't know if I have access to the chat.
You can put it in the chat, like you can share for everyone in the chat.
I don't think I have access to the chat because they did not make me co-host. So let me see if I can put it in the chat. Let's see.
I think you can because chat has it has an option to add file.
Okay, let me try that.
Why? Hello, class. I'm back.
Yeah, we are here.
Okay, thank you. Sorry for the obstruction. Don't mind me.
No problem. We understand. Adeni, I'll send. Yeah, thanks for raising your hand. I'll send it to the chat now.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Just 1 second, Sam.
Ebenezer, if you can share like maybe a lab for, because there are more people in the class. So if you can share lab, yeah, if you can share.
I will share the lab. I want to finish the theory part first.
Okay.
Just give me.
So I'm giving them. I'm going to send the link to all the things that we have, things that people need. I'll send it to the. I'll put it in the group now. In the
okay.
chat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But how come we have larger number today?
I think they posted it in they posted the link in a larger group this time around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Problem.
Yeah.
Can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Yeah, we can see your horse.
Yes, yes. That's what matters first. Okay. Can you see my introduction now?
Yeah.
Okay. Even this one, just 1 second because I'm in charge of what I'm doing now. Okay. I don't like this language. It's
So Adeni, do you have SQL while we're waiting for?
No, I don't have that, sir.
You might have to. You would need that definitely. So what would happen is I'll also send that to the group. Do you have Tableau itself?
Yes, I downloaded it, but my system has been complaining that the processor cannot carry it.
Ayo, can
Yeah.
you do that after our class? Let's move on.
Yeah. Definitely. I just mentioned because
let's move on.
Yeah.
So we've looked at introduction to data model, and I assure you that when we get to the practical part of the class, this picture that is not clear, you will see it real. So let's move on. Okay. The next thing I need to explain here, star schemas. If you look at that star, can you see that star diagram?
Yeah, we can see it, yeah.
Okay. In the middle of that star diagram, I have a table called fact table. Okay. And you see the other one is dimension. Okay. Dimension describe business entities. Okay. You can design a star schema to simplify your data. Most of the time, you define a star schema to simplify your data. It's not the only way to simplify your data, but it's a popular method. Therefore, every Power BI data analyst should understand it. Underline the word should, understand it. In a star schema, each data within your data set is defined as a dimension. Each table within your data set is defined as a dimension. Don't worry, when we get to the practical part of the class, I will let you know, okay, or fact table. Hold that two words, dimension and fact table. So star schema overview. Star schema requires modelers to classify their model table as either dimension or facts. Now, I'm saying when you are modeling your data, it's you that will say this is a fact table, these are dimensions table, based on the knowledge you will gather in this class. Dimension describe business entity. These things you model. Entities can include products, people, places, and concepts, including time itself. Most of the time, what comes to dimension in your table is when you are looking at information that are descriptions in forms of dimension. Maybe you are looking at name of a staff, employee ID, region of an employee that describe an employee. But fact table is talking about metrics, the values, the sales, the cost, the total cost, the variation, the total sales in a day or in order. The metrics forms your fact table. But the description of those metrics is what you call dimensions. Am I communicating? Though may not clear, but are you picking me? Even from your Tableau experience, I know you maybe your instructor must have mentioned about fact or dimension table in Tableau. It's still the same thing if you've heard of it. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Factor observation or events or metrics, and it can be sales, order, stock balance, exchange rates, temperature. You will see that all those things I'm mentioning is metrics, they are values. Most of the time, not most, all the time, your facts is about value that you are measuring, that your data centers around. Say, for an example, when you look at, you want to keep a record of elections. What is the key thing in elections? What is key? When you are analyzing election data, what is the key information you're analyzing there? Can anybody help us?
The ballot papers, or ballot votes rather. The ballot.
No.
The number of voters.
Thank you. Not the number of voters, the vote cast per polling unit. That's where your analysis began. Okay? That's why you begin to play around numbers. In a word, remember I think in America, I may not clearly understand. I know they have a province. I don't know where they drew down. But if I use environment I'm clear with, from a smaller unit, you aggregate to a group. I know American has is. Can anybody help us with American? I know from the whole country of America, you have 51 states in America. Each of these states, how do they group? Can anybody help me in this class?
They start with county.
County, immediately after state, county, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think there's city. After county, there's city.
Just hold on for me. Whoever that have more idea than us, I know USA as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
Next to it, I know state.
State.
Then there's county.
County.
I know there are 51 states. Then there are county.
Then there's city under county.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is city under county. Okay.
Then you can have postcode or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, but I don't think they use postcode.
If I am right, I think postcode describe a city.
No. It describes an area, like
a particular location.
Then there must be a description for that.
They call it city zip or something like that, or zip code or something like that.
Something like this.
Zip code, yeah. They call it
code. No, I know. I am aware of codes. We call this thing in Nigeria postal code, but postal code is attached to local government in Nigeria.
Yeah.
So
even streets. I know what you are trying to ask, but I can't just mention what the name.
No problem. Yeah. No problem. But is zip code is the smallest? Is it the smallest unit where they want to vote?
Yeah.
Yes.
Smallest unit. Yeah.
Okay. So here, when everybody votes, they do count or zip code, correct?
Yeah.
Then there must be an establishment of how many people that will make a zip code.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
No, not necessarily.
Okay, so they don't keep track of that.
No, they don't distribute it by number. It's just a location.
How do you know? How are they going to justify if there is a region in a particular zip code or not?
Okay, I think their election is way advanced, you know. For instance, you vote
I don't think she likes
with your SSN, your social security number, so you can't vote twice.
Okay. Is it full proof that you can't vote twice?
You can't vote twice actually, and they are voting. It doesn't happen just in a day.
I know.
It can be, you can walk in anytime, so it's not always crowded, and it's electronic.
Okay. So all they are looking for is the number that came from a zip code, right?
Yes. And when you vote, it goes live immediately. Okay. It doesn't stay, it doesn't accumulate and they start counting vote. No. Once you vote, it goes live.
Is there like number of zip code in the city definitely every city cannot have the same zip code, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
no.
Yeah.
Ebenezer, the way it works is like your postcode, that zip code is like for, and it can be a neighborhood. So like
Yes.
say for example, it can be like a neighborhood. Say for example, I stay in, let's say I stay in Oxgang neighborhood. So that
Yeah.
neighborhood now can have like different postcode. In that neighborhood, you can have like 6, 7 postcode. So
Yes.
so that so it narrows down the address, because sometimes you can have the same street in
different locations.
in different locations. So the postcode
Yes.
narrows down to, okay, this is the area where you're talking about. This is the street.
Okay.
And
Okay.
that's what it does. Yeah. So when you are voting, like you vote according to neighborhood.
Okay.
So that's
they
for
will
UK.
count according to the neighborhood.
Yeah, because they'll tell you you know where you're supposed to go and vote. So they'll count.
Yeah.
Great. So by the time they finish their voting, they will now aggregate everything. First, it's like zip code is the smallest. So when you finish your voting in your zip code, you group it together.
To city.
You count what you have in your zip code, and you have 100 there. Then you now aggregate every zip code that makes up a city, correct?
Yeah.
When you now aggregate that all together, you now have your city, the total number from the city.
Yeah.
Okay. Now again, in a county, there will be more than one. There will be number of cities that make up a county. Correct.
Yeah.
So each of the city will aggregate their vote again. They will now come together in a county. You group them together. Then a state will have number of county. After the county has grouping their own, you group again, you have a state. And 51 states in America will group
52.
together.
Yeah.
52 states, thank you. You now have your United States vote. Look at it. From your zip code, all you are dealing with is number of voters that vote in a particular zip code. That is your fact table, the numbers.
Yeah.
The record of the numbers is your fact table. The zip code, by the time you are grouping based on zip code, your zip code is dimension because it's describing your votes. City is describing your zip code. County is describing your city. State is describing your county. So from USA as a country, state, county, city, finally here now we now have votes. Correct?
Yes.
Are you looking at the screen?
Yes.
The final thing below is going to be votes, which is our vote, individual votes. Vote is a number. Vote is your metrics. Zip code is describing your vote. City is describing your city code. County is describing your city, zip code, and vote. You will now be saying, I have so vote for zip code. I have so zip code under my city, county, all along like that. So metrics, numbers, vote is our numbers there. Am I communicating?
Yes, you are.
Good. So let's move on. So fact, store, observation, or event, it can be sales, can be other, stock balance, exchange rates, temperatures, or votes, as we are looking at here. A fact table contains dimensions key columns that relate to dimension tables. Okay? And numeric measures columns. So the numeric measures are your fact tables. The dimension key column determines the dimensionality of the fact table, while the dimension key values determine the granularity of the fact table. So fact tables are usually much larger than dimension tables because it houses your metrics. Okay? So that is that about dimension and fact. Please hold this little theory in your hand. When we get to the theory of it, I can assure you, you will have full understanding of it. Any question for me? Can I move on?
Yes, you can. Sure.
Okay. So that part, I have two questions to ask you. The two types of tables in star schema table are what?
We have fact and dimension.
And dimension. Fact and dimension.
Okay, wonderful. Correct. My question 2, what is the difference between a fact table and dimension table?
Fact table is for showing your metrics and your values.
Okay.
Why the dimension is for showing entities, business entities like name, cities, location, time.
Okay, that's description. Description,
yeah, description
anyway.
Yeah, description.
Okay, wonderful.
So we can say one is qualitative and one is quantitative, right?
Exactly.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Which one is quantitative? If I may ask.
Fact
is quantitative.
Which one is qualitative?
Dimension.
Dimension.
Thank you. God bless you. So that's our fact stores observation or event, while dimension tables contain information about specific entity with data. So let's move on. Next thing is working with tables. Working with tables. What does that mean? Okay. When users see fewer tables, they will enjoy using your data model considerably more. For example, suppose you've imported dozens of tables from many data sources, and now the visual appears disorderly. In this case, you need to ensure that before you begin working on building reports, your data model and table structure are simplified. Please take note. Before working on reports, ensure your model and table structures are simplified. A simple table structure will be easy to navigate. Here I'm trying to talk about properties of a table, how you set information about your table. When we get to the practical part of the class, you will see this part I show you on the screen. A simple table structure will be simple to navigate because of column and table properties that are specific and user-friendly. Have merged or appended tables to simplify the tables within your data structure. Have good quality relationship between tables that make sense. Don't worry about all these grammars. Sorry. Don't worry about these grammars. By the time I get to the practical part of the class, you will understand it. Okay? So let me move on. Configuring table and column property helps working with a data model much easier and more efficient. So the model view in Power BI Desktop provides many options. Are you talking to me? Hello, class?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay. So model view in Power BI Desktop provides many options within the column properties that you can view or update. A simple method to get this menu, we will get to it later. Then, so let me move on. When we get to the practical class, I will explore more. We create a date table because somebody talked about timelines the other time in Tableau. If you want to manage I remember in the first class I told you, when you import your data into Power BI, if you import 1 million records, Power BI has an artificial intelligence embedded into it that will scan through all the tables, pick the smallest dates and the highest date range in the data you imported to your Power BI. And it's going to use it to generate a table of dates for you to manage your information. So when you want to create a date table, it's going to make use of all the data based on the date columns that is inside your information that you want to analyze. So during report creation in Power BI, a common business requirement is to make a calculation based on dates. Most of the time, you want to do calculation based on date. You want to group based on date. You want to see record of a year. You want to see record of a month and time. If you want to analyze anything over time, there is likely no more important table to create for any Power BI model than a date table. So let's hold that one in our hands and let's move on. So the screen here, I'm giving you sample of what a standardized and date format and ranges that meet company requirement. I'm giving you an example like that. I have your date column, I have your year, I have your month number. Remember, your month is January to December. Each of the month has a number. January is 1, February is 2, March is 3, April is 4, November is 11, December is 12. Those numbers, this column month number is holding. Week numbers, if you want to analyze on weekly basis, you know that there are 52 weeks in a year. So you may want to keep record on a week of a year or day of the week, which can either be Sunday to Saturday. Am I communicating here?
Yes, you are.
Good. So to solve this, to solve a date problem, let me give you one, let me give an example here. For example, supposing that you are developing report for sales team of your organization. The database contains tables for sales, orders, products, and more. You notice that many of these tables, including sales and orders, contain their own date columns. As shown in our ship date in the record we imported another date. Take note of that. Columns in sales and orders table. You are asked with a developing, you are tasked with developing a table of total sales and orders by year and month. How can you build a visual with multiple tables, each referencing different date columns? Remember, one is saying ship date, the other one is saying order date. It will be difficult for you to build a model on this, but rather what Power BI recommends is that create a standard date table that will house this information, and you now link all these dates to that table that we will see when we get to practical class. Am I communicating? So to solve this problem, you can create a common table that can be used by multiple tables. So ways that you build a common date tables are source data. Occasionally, source database and data warehouse already have their own date table. Okay, occasionally. Why you can make use of DAX, D-A-X, data analysis expression. Data analysis expression is a formula part of your Power BI. So you can use data analysis expression functions, a function. Example of it is calculate auto. Calculate auto, open bracket and close bracket. Let me show you this. Calculate auto like this is a DAX function in Power BI. You also have this one will allow you to generate your dates automatically. Okay, then you have a calendar. You also have a calendar function. Calendar function where you have to specify the parameter to generate your date here. So Power Query, you can use M language, the development language that is used to build your queries in Power Query. I may not bother anyone with that in this class. So when you generate your date table, you mark it officially as date table so that any date field, any date column in your data will be referencing the date table. Good, let's move on. Relationship and cardinality. I am drilling down our model now. Relationship formed by correlations rules belong to different tables. Cardinality is uniqueness of data values in a column. See, when you are talking of a model, you are talking about relating two tables together. Some of us that are Microsoft Excel or Oracle or database oriented, relational database oriented, you will understand what I'm talking about here. That when you are saying relationship between two tables, you are looking for a key column in one table that links that table to another table. In the other table, the key column becomes a foreign key. While in the original table, it's called a primary key. So the relation between your key column, primary column, and your foreign key is what you are terming relationship and cardinality. And it can either be one to many, many to one, many to many, or one to one. Am I communicating? So unlike the database management system, Power BI has the concept of directionality. I don't want to disturb us. I just want you to understand relationship cardinality. So let me move on. I want to speed up. So this is sample of a circular relationship and relational dependencies. When your tables are linking in circle together. I'm moving towards getting it done practically. So here I'm talking about two methods for combining queries, appending or merge. You can combine your queries, either you append or merge them together. We will see how this works as it progresses. Okay? So if you look at the right-hand side of the screen, I show you a merge query. Okay? Then later you can append by adding more records to it. So let me move on. I want to leave this theory. Who can tell me anything about cardinality? Do you have understanding of cardinality? Any idea? Hello, are we together? Am I the only one in class?
No, we are here. Yeah.
Okay. Let me move over this theory. So dimension and hierarchy. I just want to be plain to you here. Dimension and hierarchy is for you to group your information, nothing more. What I explained under your pivot the other time, pivot and grouping. That's what you want to use your dimension and hierarchy to do in Power BI. Dimension stores details about business entity. Hierarchy organizes data so that one element range over the other data. Simple. So I don't want to waste your time there. Okay, good. So let me just move on. This we want to create a new hierarchies and all this in this report. I want you to see it. I don't want to speak of grammar to you there. So I want to stop this. I want to go to the end of my model class and move to that is introduction to the modeling I'm talking about. Good. That takes me to the lab. So today we are going to look at lab 3, configuring data model in Power BI. So let me share that to our. Should I use I want to share this in Telegram. Are you okay with that?
Yes, please.
Yeah, you can share it in Telegram and both on chat here because some persons are not the
Okay.
DA guide. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So we are going to lab 3. Lab 3 is under module 4. Lab 3. Okay. Then let's see how we'll put it on the chart here. So, good. To our new members, I think you will ask the other member of the class to catch up with us so that we don't go back, so that I don't waste too much time. So let's start Power BI on our system. So start your Power BI on your system. Good. Are we all together here?
Yes.
Okay. So let's go to, remember, we are using our My Solution. Let's browse. Go to identify your all five. Let me locate mine. Locate all 5 folders wherever you copy it in your system, all 5. And inside you have your PL 300. Okay. Instead of, yes, supposed to, if you do it online, we're supposed to open lab and come to lab 4. But this time around, you go to My Solution. Okay. And open your sales analysis PBIX. Sales analysis PBIX. So it's going to ask us for our email, which we've done last week. So info at, depends on your own email. Have you all connected on our side? Hello, class.
Yeah, we are working on that. Yeah.
Okay. So if you have connected, if you look at my screen, this is the way your screen should look like. It's supposed to show you your data page, data pane. And under the data pane, you have your product, region, reseller, salesperson region, and targets. This is our data. These are Power BI Canvas area where you work. The whole of this white area is called Canvas. Okay. In your Canvas, next to it, you have your filters pane. This what you call your filter pane. You have your visualization pane here, and you have your data pane on this one. Am I communicating?
Yes,
and I remember I explained to you sometime last week that the ribbon bar below the menu bar, whatever you see there depends on which of the menu you pick. Which of the menus do you pick? Good. On the left side of your screen, there are 3 buttons below the ribbon there. The first one is your report view. The next one is your table view. And finally, the next one is your model view. Are you following me?
Yes, we are.
Okay. So are we all here now?
Yeah, I got here. Yeah, we are here. We are here.
If you are not here, signal, let's hear you.
We are here.
Great. If you are here, then let's kickstart our class.
For those ones that don't have, I don't know if you have the module that you want online to give them. I don't know.
The only thing
for online.
I've shared this lab with you now.
Oh, okay.
This lab now.
Okay. Let me send it. Let me send it to the group quickly.
I've also shared the lab on the social media. I've also shared it on our Zoom.
Telegram.
It's on Telegram and on Zoom.
And the people that are it's on Zoom right now, right?
Yeah, it's on Zoom right now.
Okay. That's good. So yeah, that's good.
Okay.
I think another thing they can do is if they are interested in the first class and the second class, they can send their names to where you can send them the video for the classroom. Yeah.
Okay. So for those ones that are interested, for those ones that are interested, just put your name on the chat. And I don't know what guild you are in or what, I don't know, because most of the people I've seen, they are not in DA group. So if
I think this link was posted on the general in terms for this our session. So I think most of them are from different groups.
Yeah. So if you put your name according to how it is on the general group, I can chat you up, or you can look for me. Just chat me up. My name is Ayodeji Oloyo on the Telegram. So if you look for me and chat me up, I will send you the stuff here. Yeah, Adeni, you can just look me up and chat me up. Just chat me up on Telegram right now, and I will talk. Yeah, maybe you can continue, please.
Okay. Let your conversation be after class so that you don't lose what we are doing. Right? Are you Ayo? Do you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So now we've loaded our data. Okay. But in case if you want to do it online lab, you will have to click on File, Online Lab. You have to click on File, Browse. Okay. All files. This is where your online will take you. Double click on this. You double click on labs. We are looking at lab 3. Double click on it. You double click on starter and click on this and load. And remember, I told you, when you load something, then you need to save it into my solution that will go into for a copy of it. So that's just the way that's just that on if you want to use the online part of the course. But we are already setting it up on our system to make it easier for us to learn. So I'll cancel this. So the next thing is, in this class, we will create model relationship. The file was configured to not identify relationship. Let me click on something for you. Look at this last part. Can you see the name that pop up? Are we together?
Yes.
Okay. So now, look at the left-hand side of your table or of your screen. This center area is canvas. That's why we do all our design. Look at this report view. When your report view is by default what you are looking at. The next one is your table view. Click. So you will see all your information in the tabular form like this. The tabular form. And I remember I explained to you last week, it will only display 1,000 rows or less. It depends on the volume of data you are working on. Okay. Then you can see other queue here, other tables you want to work with. Okay. And finally, the third one, look at the last one here, model view. So these are model view.
Sorry, sir, Peter, I have a question, sir.
Go on.
Please, I just want to clarify. Is it just Power BI desktop that you downloaded and you installed? Because I just joined the class today and I'm trying to install it so I can equally follow what you are doing, sir.
Yes, it's Power BI, but I'm sure you'll not be able to catch up with us. Just relax, they will guide you. We've done 2 labs successfully. Those 2 labs, they are more than 3 hours.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So don't worry, they will guide you to it.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So Power BI is your model view. Don't worry, when we get there, we'll look into it. So the labs use a shorthand notation. Anywhere you see product, anywhere you see something like this, let me show you. Can you see what I write? Who can read that to me? What's
Product/category.
That slash is not forward slash, it's a straight one. No?
Yeah.
This thing I wrote here is a shorthand way. It means product is the table name, category is column name.
Okay.
Are you with me now? Product is the table name, category is field inside the table of products.
Okay.
Supposing I have sales space, and I have this. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So somebody to interpret this for me.
Sales is the column while product is the field.
No.
Table. Sales is the table.
Thank you. What's product?
That's a column or the field.
That's column or field. That you call it column or field.
Okay.
What this time around by standard, everything that you wrote first on the left-hand side is the table name. The one that you've written on the right-hand side is your field name. Okay? The field name. So, noted. If you don't now want to go to the data model, if you don't see all the 7 tables, scroll horizontally to the right and then drag and arrange the tables more closely. So let's go to the data view. See, we are looking at only 2, is it also 2.5 tables now? This is not the only table we report. Now look at the right-hand side, the under data page. How many tables do we report? Are you with me?
We have 7 tables on the data page.
So what happens on the model view? We are only having 1. Where are the rest?
They're hiding.
They're hiding. Okay. So if you look at the horizontal bar here, if I drag to the right, see, can you see all other tables are coming out? Can you see that? Other tables are coming out like that. So what you can simply do, 2 options, you can hold down your control key and roll down your mouse. Okay, can you see now? I've dragged them out to see. And I want to rearrange them. If my brain still supports me, I know that if I still remember, I know that our fact table is at the middle. 6. Okay, that's my sales table or fact table. If I could still remember, I have my product here. And I have my reseller here. Again, no hard and fast rules here. You arrange it as convenient and so that the lines will not overlap as are progressing. Okay, reseller, then you have region here. Okay, then you now have your sales person here. This is 6 table. 1 more table to go. That's my. Okay, so we can see that all our table is now at full glare of our environment. Are we together? I simply want to put them in good perspective, that's all. These 2 tables, when we need them, we'll come for them. At the moment, we only need this for this. That's what our model needs now. Okay? So if you don't see all 7 tables scroll horizontally, you've done that. You can also use the zoom control located at the bottom of the window. That's if you're on the Zoom, that's not a problem. So to return to report view at the left, select report view. So you click on this one. So this is your report view. Okay. Funny enough, on your report view at the moment, there is nothing that will show. Nothing will show there. Okay. So let's move on.
Sorry, Vanessa. Sorry, the tables. Which of the 3 did you put on top that you said you're using?
You know, product.
Selected products.
Yes, reseller, salesperson, region, and target. That's the feed. That's the feed that constitutes so next thing is to view all tables filled in data pane. Right click on empty area and then select expand all. If I want to see all the feed of this table, I will simply right click anywhere here and sorry, I picked the wrong thing. Expand. If I click here, and I say expand all, and you see, look at the right hand side. You will see that all your cells have been generated for you. Okay, all your cells. Good. So to create visuals in data pane from the product table, let's share the category field and let's share sales under C and C. We want to demonstrate visuals now. What do you mean? Okay. I don't want the whole of this to expand at this without all. Okay. So now I want to look at report view is this. I want to bring in my religious table. So I will go to products. I will check category here. Can you see my screen? So I want to really shape it in such a way that okay. I'm going to give a little space on top. Aha. So let me expand it a bit. Permit me to do something here because the information there is tiny. So I will come under this format visual. Okay. I'll look at the grid here. The grid, under the grid. Sorry. So, column header. I want to change it to Roman numeral. Numeral. Then I want to change this guy the size to 20. Okay. Then the next thing is our values. Again, we give time Romans 2 so that it can be big. So here I want to change to time Romans. Here I want to change to 20 so that we can see it. Okay, are you okay here? Can you see what is on screen?
Ebenezer, so we went to value to change the font size to 20 and Times Roman. Then where did we go again? We went to totals.
Hold on, this is what we are doing. I want to show you how visual works. So I have come to report view. This is the only way you can do design.
Yes, I'm there.
So
I'm there.
Okay. Then I say under your product, share
category. I've done that.
Okay. So, then I now went to the middle button.
I've done that.
Cover your visual. Then I now said we started with
column header.
Column headers.
Okay.
No?
Okay.
Yes. No, it's not this one that we look at. We look at
we looked at is it column header and value now?
Sorry, column header and value. Thank you. Column header. So here we are looking at someone that has a specific column. Today, no. Sorry, grid. Come to grid.
Bridge.
Hold on. Why am I confusing? Sorry. Under column headers, text.
Okay.
Change the time Romans.
Okay.
And size tends to be bigger.
Okay, 20.
Yeah. Then let me call your attention to something here. Okay. Most of the time, every organization has their document policies. They have their font size for any reports. They have the font character they want to use. Okay? You don't just go to an organization and use Time Romans, use any font of your choice. They will tell you the kind of font they want. Are you okay?
Yes.
Good. So that's that about that. Then the final one that we came to values. Okay. Under the values, we change the font and size too, so that it will be bigger. The reason why we change the font and size to make it bigger so that you can see clearly. So next, you go to sales, and look at your sales table, okay, and locate your sales feed. Look at your sales, check it. Can you see your sales now? Can you see what I have on my screen? What do you notice there?
We put the sum of the sales per
Put some of the sales, yeah.
Do you think that calculation is correct based on the category side of it?
They are all the same, so I don't think it's correct.
No, yeah, it's wrong.
They are all the same.
So it's not correct. They are all the same, so it's
not correct. Okay. So the reason why they are wrong, we notice now. So we've added the second column to the screen and it's giving us the, then again, look at the top. It's calling it sum of sales. You don't need to take that sum. Come to property. Look at the button here, the first button, below the visualization pane itself. So look at your sum of sales. Can you see? Right click on it most of the time and rename it. Right click and rename. Rename field. What do I do? Sorry, don't mind me. Okay. Right click, rename for this visual. I don't want this thing to be sum of sales. It's just sales. I want the column to just be sales. And press enter. Okay. And up till 2019, Power BI will just give the name like this. But later they came across the review and said you might want to sum it. So that's why by default. And whatever they are doing, look at this. Let me arrow on this column. Can you see? These are the functionality you can carry out on your values. Okay. So I put values and category. I'm saying what are the sales per category of my data. So you can see that it's giving me a single result, which is not correct. Don't just worry, leave it there like that. So notice that the table visual lists 4 product categories. Can you see that? We have accessory, bikes, clothing, and components. Okay. And that the sales value is, yeah.
So I'm sorry. I'm sorry to cut you. I don't know why your own values, the sum that is given, the value is different from mine. I don't know. Maybe is it I don't know.
Yeah, because mine is about 77 million thereabout.
Yes, I think I know. Yes. I know why.
Mine is 77.
Yeah, yours is correct. I have done some modification of data on my own. I will claim my own data tomorrow. Your 77 is correct.
Okay. Thank you.
You've not done, I've done so many things on my own side. You are correct. Thank you. Okay. So now you now have all this total sales is wrong. It's not correct. The issue is that the table based on fields from different tables. There is no relationship between category. There is no relation between the product and sales table. Nothing. That's why it's just doing summation on its own. So the expectation is that each product category displays the sales for that category. However, because there isn't any model, a model relationship between them, okay? So between these tables, the sales table isn't affected. Nothing is affecting it, okay? So we need to add a filter of relationship. And how are we going to do it? We want to put a link between the two tables now, okay? So go to your menu, under file, okay, I don't want that. Home. Okay, it's not giving under modeling. Come to modeling. I want to create a relation between the two tables, product and sales. So look at manage the relationship here. Can you see it? Relationship here is just like, okay, you use this function to manage your relationship. So click on it. So it's going to bring up a menu box for you. And the menu box will explain what we want to do. So manage relationship. And if you look at it, there are no relationship defined yet.
Not you did before. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mary.
Sorry.
Okay. So now I want to create a relationship. So I will click on new. Okay. So when you click on new, it's going to come up with this pane. You have select tables and columns that are related. So first thing first, click the drop down arrow here. You will see all the tables on the side there. So pick your products. Okay. So look, these are the columns you have in your table. If you still remember when we are doing data modeling. Okay. These are the products you want to examine. So on which column do you want to form relationship? On which column do you want to form a relationship? So
maybe on
product key. So
Yeah.
by default, I select your product key. Now the next one, which tables do you want to link it to? Click the drop down arrow here and say
Sales.
Sales. Thank you. Because the two tables has a product key there already. So they both form a relation already. Can you see it? So product and sales, they are related on product key.
Yeah.
Yes. So in product key is primary key. In sales, product key is foreign key. It can repeat itself as many as possible people, depends on the order of sales you want to register. Am I communicating?
Yeah.
Do you understand that?
Yes.
So if that is clear, look at below. We see cardinality. Okay, you see one to many, and if you click drop down over here, you have one to many, one to one, one to physics, one to one. Okay, so these are the cardinality that coexist between your tables. Then again, cross filter. it's going to single filter. You can do both direction as time goes on, but but you can use both. Later we'll see how we do that. But for basic things is toggle. Is it clear to us?
Yes.
Okay. So if I click OK now, it's going to form a relationship within this table. So click OK. So when you click on your OK and close, it has created a relationship. Look at your category sales. Look at your screen now. What happened on your screen?
Values have changed.
The values have changed. So this time around, it's telling me that I have 577,058 20-cent dollar for accessories. Buying 66,796,865 cents. Clothing 1.7 million, while your component is 11.8 million. So this is based on the relationship, the model you've created. And if you go to, you are in report view already. If you go to model, nothing will show for it. Can you see? You only see your table. But when you go to when you come to your model, look at the model. What do you notice on your model?
It showed the line of connection.
Which tables?
From product to sales.
Thank you. So you can see, and look at the arrow very well. How does he relate? How does it show opening?
Yeah, the arrow is direction is from the product to sales. So like it's moving towards sales.
Okay. So product is one to many for sales. Once one marketer can sell 3 products at the same time, at the same price. Okay. So now the relationship controls those things. Okay. Now,
sorry, Mr. Ebenezer. I think someone posted and they want to know what is the meaning of one to many, many to one.
Okay. Look at product and table. I just explained that. You can buy a single, when you go to grocery shop, so go and buy items. Most of the time, you don't buy one item in grocery shop, right? Am I correct?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, you are correct.
The same thing, similar. You are saying products, you are saying sales. Sales is keeping track of every items you purchase, you buy. Okay? I can say I bought 10 pairs of shoes. Shoe is the product. My sales will have 10 records. So take note of that. That's one to many relationship. A single product, many marketers can buy it at the same time. Okay. Why now? Why that? Look at your reseller. Reseller is your distributor. If you know how many distributors is selling items to. Okay. So that was what takes us to the end of that. Was what takes us to those narration. So when you are having a relationship that whereby you have one entry point and others has many entry exits, that's multiple selection for us. Any question? Are you clear now? One to many is one to many relationship.
Yeah, I think the person should be clear now.
Okay.
Yes, I'm clear.
Okay, great. So let's move on. Let me go back to that our data model. I need to show you something there. Or look at the line between product and sales. When you point to it, what do you notice? Hello?
It's showing the direction.
The
It's
exact
showing you the
flow that
direction.
has
It's
been.
also telling you the keys that are related together on the both tables. Can you see? So when you double click on it, it's going to open that menu for you, takes it back here. I want you to take note of something. There is make this relationship active here. Can you see that? Can you see?
Yes,
Can you see that? Make this relationship, meaning that it's going to use that relationship as entity. Let me do something funny. Let me uncheck it. You know, we have a relation between product and sales. Let me uncheck it and click OK. Let's back to the sender. Look at the visual. What do you see? What happens there?
Values are changed.
It seems you have broken the relationship. And it's not active anymore. Yeah.
Somebody is using a language I appreciate there. Something is mentioning something relationship. Can you echo it loud?
I said you have broken the relationship.
You have broken the relationship. You have broken the relationship. See, this is when you are cohabiting with a beautiful lady as a man in your house. A lady you have not paid dowry as we do in Africa. Okay? That nobody consents to the two of us coming together. Oh, no, even beyond that now. At this junction, you've already gotten married. But maybe you saw your husband calling another girl in the grocery shop. You got annoyed. You refuse to talk to the guy. You are not in talking terms. Remember, here, using the model here, if you look at, can you look at the line between product and sale? What do you notice about the line?
They are broken lines.
Broken lines.
They are broken lines. That's what I want to call your attention to. When they are inactive, they are broken lines. He's saying this is demonstrating that these couple have not divorced, but they are not in talking terms. Okay? They are keeping money with themselves. Day your day, me, I day my day. Day your lane, I day my own lane. Simple. Okay? Everybody will see them. In fact, when they want to surprise you, when they are going to mosque on Friday or they are going to church on Sunday, they wear the same, like they do in Africa. They will wear and co. They wear the same set of dress to camouflage people that things are okay. But meanwhile, the relationship is already broken. Okay? What am I saying in essence? Let me translate that to Power BI. When you don't want a table relationship to be active, you go ahead and check this button that I show you here. Okay. So you edit. Let me edit so that you say this. You make sure you uncheck it. But when you make it inactive, it's broken. But the moment you check it, then you are saying, okay, you are saying you restore back the relationship. So let's look at can you see now we've gone back there. So that checkbox is to activate active or inactive. Am I communicating?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So a solid line represents an active relationship, while a dashed line represents inactive relationship. Please take note. over the customer relationship to highlight the related columns. So you will do that for other columns. Let's move on. So there is an easier way. Let's go back to the model. You only do table relationship under model. Okay? Good. I can at the same time say, look at my reseller. I want to link my reseller with sales. Okay? I can come to this place and say reseller key, this key, okay? And say this key is related to my sales. Let me see.
Yeah, there's reseller key in sales.
Come again?
I said we have reseller key in sales.
Yes, we have a reseller key in sales table. Let me expand mine. Look at your reseller key here. I can drag this reseller key, I click here. Reseller key, drag it on the reseller key here. Can you see a line between them?
Yes.
You can select a key and drag to the other one.
Yeah,
But
when I did that, you opened the create relationship part.
You can do that for me, but I didn't say it's not compulsory. Maybe the section don't take that. But I would prefer to avoid confusion. I prefer you do your manage tables. Open this. So when you want to create another table or a relationship, click on new. So it's going to bring this menu. This time around, I want to relate the seller table. It's already okay. And the seller key and sales. Can you see that? Because they have similar keys, automatically picking themselves. When you are relating two tables together and they have similar key information, one will surely update the other when you are doing it. Are we okay?
Yes.
Good. So again, this one is also an active relationship.
Sorry, can you repeat that again? I was trying to do the first one to join the tables, but it wasn't working. You go and manage relationship. I can't see my reseller key there.
Hold on, let me close it. You are here in your data model. I want to create a relationship between the seller table and my sales table.
Yeah.
So I will simply come to this new.
Oh, new, okay.
New. Okay. Now I will bring down the drop down arrow here. I will pick my reseller. Yeah. I want to relate reseller with sales table. So I will pick sales and pick sales field. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
You will see that it's going to have alerted the table. Not all the time this thing works this way. There are situations you have to change it, but let's go on. So, and the relationship.
Sorry, if it does not work this way all the time, so how do you change it yourself?
I said, hold on. I know you will
okay.
ask me. So let's take it step at a time. So click OK. So I've gotten a relationship between my reseller and say, look at it. The seller is giving you the key that you used to link them together. Okay. Now I want to have a relationship between region and sales. Region and sales. So at this junction, I will click on new. Okay. I will select my region here. Okay. Region. So look at your region. You have your sales territory, key region, this and that. Then the next one is your sales. Okay. So what do you take note here?
Sales territory key.
You can see sales territory key has been picked there. Okay. That's not the magic. So it's going to relate the tables on sales territory key. And it's one-to-many relationship. So you click OK. Okay. Then the next one is I want to relate sales person table with my sales table, sales person's table. Okay. So I quickly go to new and I will pick sales person here. Then I will come to sales below here, sales. So look at it, sales person, sales. And when you look at it, click OK. So can you see now, relationship is active too. Then you can do, so we've already formed a relationship with this about 4 tables now, or 8, 9 because of S square 1, 9. So click OK and see. Can you see my view now? Look at my data view. Look at what, can you see all the 5 tables above?
Please, can you redo that salesperson?
Salesperson, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so see your sales, see your person, and there is link between them.
Sorry, please, before leaving here,
yeah.
What if in the sales table, find you have the employee key? Then for the salesperson, assuming you don't have, the salesperson, let's assume for the salesperson table, you have the employee key. Then on the sales table, supposing you don't have the employee key and you have the list, you have like the employees' names. So how do you do that without having the employee's key on the sales table?
Don't forget that when you are preparing your data, you have in mind that you are going to model the data. So in your data preparation and load, you must create information that are clear to the record for you to use. Is that clear?
Yes, I get it.
When you are doing your data preparation, it's because we are in a class. That's why we are learning it bit by bit, so that we see what we appreciate what we are doing. But when you are preparing your data in the real sense of it, you know at the back of your mind that these are foreign keys, this is going to be my key, this is going to be my primary key. You knew ahead. So you are the one that prepare your information to look like that. Okay?
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So that is that about the cardinality. Any other question on the cardinality? Okay. So now this one we've seen what we want to look at. The employee key and salesperson key. So you click Echo. Click OK. So look at this above 5 tables now. You see that there is a one-to-many relationship between the product, one-to-many relationship between the sales, one-to-many relationship between the salesperson and data, and sales, region and sales. They all have a relationship, and is one from the dimension table to many of the base table. So, are we clear out to this level?
Yeah, yep.
Okay. So now we are moving on. In the report view, notice that the table visual updated to display different values for each of the product category. Okay, so filter apply to product table now. Table now propagate to the sales table. That's what you see here. Okay. Good. Let's move on. So save your Power BI. At this junction, click on File, Save As. So always make sure you save information in my solution. My solution. So click Save. Okay. So it's going to say you have your sales analysis before you want to replace it. Yes, like I normally do in Word. So you save your information now. Okay. So in this exercise, you will configure each table by creating hierarchies and hiding, formatting. That's the next thing we want to do on our tables. We want to create hierarchy, hiding, formatting, and minor and categorizing columns. That's what we want to examine now. Okay. We want to create a product table. So we'll go back to for you to create an hierarchy on your information, you do that under your model. Under your model. Okay. Click on model button here and come to this place. Collapse everything under your product. Okay. Right click on this category and click on create hierarchy. Okay. When you do that, look at under your property panes. Okay. It's whatever here that is responding to here. So under this property, call it replace this your under name here, replace it with product. So you delete your create category, put product. And press enter. So if you look at inside your okay. Your own will not give any error. So
may I give error? Give error.
What error does it give?
It's the same thing. It says the product has already been used in the column as a table.
Have you done anything beyond our class in your own?
No.
No, you've done something. It's because I've done something. That's why.
No, I've not done anything. I've not done anything.
Suppose not to see that I accepted the name now. When is a name, just add the put 2 in front of it.
Okay.
You know, if I open, let me open file, browse. Can you see my own? I have 3 lines. Forget about the last one. I have sales analysis that I've used this to teach a particular class. That is why my value is different from yours, and that is why it's giving that error, because it's on the same environment. So that I give it product 2 now, it has accepted it as my hierarchy name.
Please, Ebenezer, can you talk me through this hierarchy again. I missed that part bit.
Okay, no problem. No problem. Let me delete the model. Yes. Okay. Look at on your model view here. Come to your products. Okay. Right click on category and click on create hierarchy. Have you done that? Have you done that? Hello?
Sorry, I
Okay.
don't, my system, yeah, I'm on it, my system, I don't know what's wrong. So
Under the name under property, click on delete what you have here and call it products. Sorry, products. I think products. Products. And press enter. Sorry, yeah. Can't see your product here. It has put it here. But I told you the hierarchy is meant for groupings. So which other one do I want to group from? I want to group with subcategory and product. And how do I add that? Come below, look at that property, the last line below, you have an hierarchy there. The drop down on top of it, select column to add. Click the arrow down here and select subcategory so that I can add more field for my grouping. Select the next time again and pick your product. That means I want to group my sales category-wise, subcategory, and products. Have I confused you here now? Talk to me.
No. I was thinking, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you've added the other two, click on apply level changes. Always make sure you click on this. Otherwise, it's not going to create the hierarchy for you. Click apply level changes. It has done that, becomes gray. Come to your data page, look at products there. There is an arrow beside it. Click on that arrow. What do you see? You will see under your product, the category, the subcategory, and product you put there. And when you collapse it, you will just see your product alone. So that is to create an hierarchy. Any question?
I don't want to drag us back anyway, but I missed the whole process. My son was distracting me.
Okay.
Like I made this hierarchy process.
Okay. I can still delete this, that's not a problem. Delete from model. Yes. If your own is working, you don't need to delete it just for this person. So when you want to create an hierarchy,
okay.
The first, remember I said you want to group. The first highest field you want to group from, you right click on it in your field list. The highest one is category. So right click on it.
Yeah.
And you now see your create hierarchy. Click on this create hierarchy. So under your property, it's telling you that look at this name. It's showing you create hierarchy as a name for you. That is not the name I want to give it.
Yeah.
So you click on it and delete what you have there. Type product inside it.
Okay.
Products. Yes. And press enter.
Okay.
So you see now that under your product table, it has created a product feed for you.
Yeah.
Okay. But there are other two feeds that I want to group on into my hierarchy. I want to have my subcategory and products.
Yeah.
So under the property pane, look at the property pane now beside your data. Please be taking note of all these things. Whatever you are doing, what you are doing will indicate the menu you will see. So you come below your property pane, okay? Under the hierarchy, look at hierarchy here.
Yeah.
Look at drop down area, say select a column to add level.
Yeah.
So click the arrow down here. The next one in my hierarchy after category is subcategory. So click on subcategory. Can you see now? It's adding it from top down. After the subcategory, the next one is my product. So come to product here. Can you see it as add product? Meaning that I want to group category. Within category, I want to group subcategory. Within subcategory, I want to group products.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you are through adding, if that is the 3 steps you want to have, click on apply level changes. Don't forget this. If you don't do this, you've not done anything. It's going to cancel it. It's going to discard it. So click on apply level changes here.
Okay.
So by the time it accepts it, it's going to become a gray, meaning that an hierarchy has been created. And when you come under your product table or under your product query, you will see your products, your category name here, or your hierarchy name. Look at it, there is arrow beside it. Click on this arrow. Can you see that you have your category, subcategory?
Yes.
So that's an hierarchy for you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're highly welcome. So we've done that. Okay. Another thing we want to do in the city. Hello.
Yeah, man.
Any question? Okay. So that's how to create hierarchy. We'll still do more of that. Another thing I want to do again. Supposing in your table, you have a very long list of fields. He's going to list them all for you. Maybe in this product query, I have about 250 fields. And I know that I can group the fields based on their functionality so that it doesn't list them too long for me. So I can create folder for fields that are saying the same thing. Take for an example, click on background color formats, select it like that, hold down your control key and click on font color format. Can you see font color format? Okay, release your keyboard. This is if you want to select, just like when we select multiple columns, when we are designing, when we are transforming our data. You remember that. So I've selected these 2 fields. I want to put them under a group of formatting. So come under display folder. Can you see this display folder? Come under it. Inside this display folder, click inside and delete what you have there. Okay. Delete it or type formatting. Formatting. Type that. Okay. Now formatting is wrong. Can you see that? Press enter when you are through. So look at under your data. What do you take note? It has bring together your background color format, front color, to collapse your format. Can you see that?
Yeah, yes.
It creates a folder and puts those fields inside. It's different from when you are, and you will not see it on the list again. It will not
So
show it
that's
on
like
the list again. Come again?
it's like, you know, it's like grouping in Tableau. So Tableau, you do grouping. So this is
Okay. Okay. So it's grouping, yes. It's grouping. But this time around, remember, hierarchy looks similar. When you create hierarchy, the category, the subcategory, the product is still listed on your environment. It's still listed. Are you getting what I'm saying? Look at your subcategory. Look at category, subcategory field, and product. They are still listed here. But when you create a display folder, like you have a formatting, it's going to put it under the folder and take it off the list. So the folder creation is grouping your fields into groups that there are specific things to do, so that you are not searching for them all the time. Am I communicating?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let's move on. So we want to configure our region table now. Let's collab product. We are through with this region. The first one we want to create here, we want to create an hierarchy called names, regions. So, and what will be, remember I explained to you, group is continents. Below continent, you have a country, and below country, you have a region. So this time around, I want to create a hierarchy. It's called groups, called regions. And the first item in that hierarchy is the first item there is our group itself. Yeah. So right click on group. Remember I told you the first item in your hierarchy is what you right click on and create hierarchy on it. Okay. So can you see under the name you have a group hierarchy. So delete what you have here and type regions. Regions and press enter. Okay. In this region, I want to add country and region there. So come below when your regions is selected, come under your hierarchy below, pick on your country to add there, and pick the next one to be region. Am I communicating here?
Yes, you are.
Good. So you click on apply level changes. So that has created an hierarchy. Look at under my region query. Look at regions. It's a feed inside the region. If you click the arrow down here, you drill down and see your group, country, and region.
Ebenezer, what is under the field group?
What is under
the field group? What is underneath group?
On the table itself, before the hierarchy.
Yes.
It's ordinary field in your table.
Yeah. What I'm asking is what does it what you know? I understand that country and region, so I know country is ahead of region, or I don't know.
I think the group was used for continent. Like, you know, the last time we talked about it. Okay. Yeah, it said Power BI uses group in for place continent. Of continent. Yes,
it's not Power BI. It's not Power BI.
Microsoft rather.
I got your message. Let me come to your. Look at our table view. Look at the content of the region.
Okay.
Look at the content of the country.
Okay.
Look at the content of the group. What is the content of the group?
Continent.
Remember, like I told you, is this is simulated data that has artificial intelligence behind it. Microsoft simulates the data for us to see Power BI power from end to end. You understand me now? So the guy that was designing it, I am 100% convinced he made a mistake of calling it group instead of continents.
Yeah.
But because there is a Power BI that is guiding it, if ordinarily I'm working alone, I will change it to continents. But because we are working on a template, we leave it as it is. Is that clear?
Yeah, me, I already changed mine.
Okay, don't change it, it's going to affect us. Now, remember, the hierarchy you are creating, you are the data analyst. Remember, at this junction, you don't need the management, the business analysts, you don't need them here. You've already had a meeting with them, and you've already had premonition that at a point you need to analyze the data on regional basis. We want to see the sales per continent, we want to see the sales per region, we want to see the sales per country. Those things have been agreed upon. And you have, okay, how am I going to achieve what we discussed, what we agreed in the meeting? So that is why on your own, from your technicality, you are now creating an hierarchy regions.
Yeah.
Am I communicating?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. Okay. So let's move on. So done for that region. Okay. Now, we want to amend some properties of our information. Country. Select country, column, not the country hierarchy, not the one inside the region here, not the one. Remember I told you, when you create your hierarchy, it doesn't take your field off. It's still on the list. It's when you create a folder that take the field off. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you want to format your country and select the country under the properties, the general. Look at this. Let me look at the formatting here. Under the general, okay. Look at advanced. Click on advanced here. Okay. For it to be clear for you, look at this side. This is the way everything looks like. This is the way it is. This is the way your screen is. To make it easier, look at the general on top, collapse it. Look at the formatting next. Click arrow up there, it's going to collapse it. Look at advanced, collapse it. What you want to do is under advanced. So click the arrow to drill it down. Under your data category, okay? Click the arrow down there under your data category. Look at country or region. So select country or region here. Okay. What do you notice?
We change the icon. There's an icon beside it.
What is happening here is that if you want to have if you want to show a visualization of map, so country can be indicated as a map symbol on your visualization.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why you are selecting that field as a country or region property. Okay. So data categorization can provide hints to the report. In this case, categorizing the column as country or region provides more accurate information to Power BI when it renders a map visualization. So that's why you are doing that. Okay. Now let's move to our, we are doing it table by table. So let's move to a reseller table now. Reseller table. Okay. Here I want to create a folder for business type and reseller. No, I want to create an hierarchy for business type and reseller, just two fields, because I want to have a two-level analysis. So business type is my first. So I'm going to right click on it, create hierarchy. Under the property here, see your name. business type hierarchy, delete it and call it resellers. Resellers. Enter. So I've created an hierarchy resellers there. I need one more level with it here, which is reseller itself. So I will come under the property, the hierarchy there, select column to add, arrow down, and I will select reseller. And I'm going to say apply level changes. So I have my reseller hierarchy created. Is that clear?
Yeah.
I need another hierarchy here. I want to call it geography. Okay. And the first item on my geography is country region. Country region. This. I will right click on this country region and I will say create hierarchy. Please, I hope I've not lost anybody. Are we together?
Yes.
Okay, under the country region hierarchy, delete it and call it geography. And press enter. Yeah, true. I've added the first field to my geography hierarchy. I want to add four more. So I will come here under state column. Remember, is the way they drill down that you do it. So the next one under country hierarchy is state province. State province. Okay. The next one after state is city. City. And the final one is reseller. So I have 4 items in my hierarchy, in this hierarchy, 4 items. So click on apply level changes. So that's great. When you come under your geography and drill down, you will see your country region, state, province, city, reseller. Okay. Any question? Any question?
For that business type that you will rename to resellers,
yes.
I think which hierarchy did you select apart from the business type, please?
We want to add 2 items. Look at the reseller hierarchy here, resellers.
Yeah.
You right click on business type and create hierarchy with it.
Yeah.
And name it resellers. Then you now add your reseller field. That's all.
Okay.
Good. Any other question? I hope I've not missed anybody.
Because my own system is hanging, so that's why I'm not flowing with you easily. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, I think it's overloaded.
What about other people in the class? I have 10 people.
Yeah. But that Power BI is very
my system froze too, but I'm just watching. Yeah, I'll use the record.
I'm following the
yeah.
Okay.
I'll use the record.
I think if someone wants to do this class very well, the system you are using to do the training, you don't need to use it to watch what we are watching, to like follow up the class. Because mine, I'm sharing my screen, so I think that's why everything acting like it's overloaded anyway.
Okay. Make sure just understand what I'm teaching so that after class you can take notes. Okay. Yeah. So we want to set the data category of country region. Hold down, select your country region, hold down your control key, state, province, country region, hold down your control key, state, province, city, select on city. Okay, no, not the one, sorry, I'm being wrong there. Not the one inside the hierarchy, please. The one outside, country region here, hold down your control key, state, province, and the city. This one, not the one in the hierarchy, please. So when you select the 3 of them, come under your advanced. Collapse all this so that you can see your advanced. Under your data category, drop down arrow, country region. Can you see that the map is beside those fields now? Finish something. So the next one we want to do is sales. We want to configure sales table. Okay. So collapse of the seller under your sales. These are the way we set properties for our field in preparation for data analysis, please.
Yeah,
So,
Ebenezer, sorry. The region part, when we did region, we only set in the advance, we only did that's for the property of country. We only changed that of country. We didn't change, we didn't do continent.
That's the one we want to change. That's the one we want to change by our analysis.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So we are on sales now. Select cost. Okay. In the property pane, your description, look at the property pane under general. Look at description there. In this description box, type based on standard cost. Click here and set based on standard cost. And click outside. If you press enter, it's as if you want to have multiple lines, or you don't need multiple lines there. Just click outside. It has accepted it. For you to see the effect of that thing, let me show you something. If you go to your menu or ribbon and point to any of the tools, what do you see below it?
Connect. Oh, okay.
Those things display, what do you call it? Tooltip. You remember in Excel?
Yes.
When you point to an icon or even the menu bar, okay, some doesn't have, but most of the icon will have tooltip. That is telling you of what they stand for. What you put in this description is like a tooltip. If you point to cost, what do you see?
Yeah, based on standard cost.
So the description you are having here is like a tooltip to that field. Okay? Good. So in the product that we've done, then select quantity column. Look at your quantity column. In the formatting, collapse general under formatting. Look at 1000 separator here. Can you see? You are saying keep the value under quantity, let the 1000 separators is applicable. So click on this circle. When you click on this circle, it's going to turn to the right and turn to yes. That is, I want this cost to be displayed in thousands. Cost to be displayed in thousands. Okay? Look at the unit price. Click on unit price. Okay? Under formatting, change the property to the formatting to 2 decimal places. Look at your decimal places under formatting. So you change this thing to 2 instead of 42 and press enter. It's only when you are doing a description that you click outside. Any other one you press enter. So you are saying unit price must be displayed to 2 decimal places. So in the advanced group, you may need to roll down to locate it. Summarize, okay. For your formatting for your unit price, then in the advanced group, so close your formatting, go to advanced, okay. Look at summarize by. Is giving us that unit price. So I want to summarize by sum, but I don't want sum. I want to summarize by average. Average. So you select average here. Ayo, you remember I was explaining to you what you are doing is your choice. Okay?
Yeah.
Remember when you are asking for partition, and I explained to you partition and grouping does similar thing, but when you are most of the time when you are partition, you don't want to see summation, you only want to see average and some comparison. So this time around, I am saying unit price, I don't want summation, I want to see average. It's a price. Most of the time when you are selling in your shop, you bought the same items in different locations. You are selling shoe, you are selling Italian shoe. Okay? You bought Italian shoe in Indian shop for $45. You bought another set of the same Italian shoe in another shop, another boutique. You bought it this time around $120, and in another one you bought it $70. For you to know the real price, because it's the same set of shoe, all you need to do is to average the price. Sum the three of them, divide by 3 will give you the appropriate price. It now depends on your market strength and your market expected values. So you go ahead and average them and use the average to sell your product. So rather than do calculation outside your Power BI, you can set your summary to average here. Am I communicating?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we are still on sales. I want to do something a little bit. I want to change some bulk property here. Bulk property. So here what I'm going to do is going to cut across many tables. So I will simply start with region, sales territory key, click on sales territory key or region. So under your hold down your control key, come to your sales. I have an employee key of sales. Still hold down your control key. I have product key of sales. I have the seller key of sales. Hold down your control key while you are doing that. I have sales order number of your sales. I have sales territory key. You can see because I hold down control key, all of them are selected. Then the next one is salesperson. Expand your salesperson. Salesperson, I have employee ID. I have employee key. I have user principal name. Okay. Then the next one is salesperson region.
Me, I don't have that employee key.
Where?
Under the salesperson, I don't have employee key.
Yeah, me, I observed this. I have to go back to that data and include it because I noticed.
It seems you deleted it, so it's there.
No,
but I will show you.
I will
show you how to add it. Just don't worry, I will show you how to add it. So under salesperson region, I have employee key, and I have sales territory key. Okay. Then under your target, I only want to pick employee ID here. So when you expand, so employee ID here, you can see all of them have been selected together. Yeah. So at this time, leave your control key, but don't click anything. Okay. In the property pane, come to your property. Okay. Under your formatting, under general, look at your is ED. Can you see it? The same way like you put your thousands slide bar, click on it, so that turn to yes, is ED. You are saying you want to hide this field. Mostly they are all keys. If you look at them, they are all keys, primary keys. And when you look at on the right-hand side of them, you can see something like an eye telling you that you have hidden all these fields. They are still on your table. They are still on your query, but you don't want anybody to design any information with it. Because if you come to visual environment, you will not see that there. Look at it now. Check all those keys. Do you see them? All those keys, they've hidden. The moment you come to visual, you will not see all those keys there again. Am I communicating?
Yes.
Look at your sales. Can you see that quite a number of things has been hidden? I mean, John, the seller, you'll agree with me, selected a quite number of fields here, right?
Yeah.
They are all hidden. They are all hidden. So those are information that you want on your tables, but you don't want you want to use it to do underground analysis, not visual analysis. Okay, that's how you hid them. So the columns were hidden because they are neither used by relationship or will be used in row level security configuration or calculation logic. So you will not use it in any of them. So by the time you get to, we use the sales order number in calculation. When we want to create our DAX, we will see that. Okay? Any question?
None.
Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's go back to model. I hope I'm not stressing you tonight. Okay. Let's go back to model. Okay. Under product, select standard cost. This is standard cost selected. Under sales, cost and sale, expand your sales. Hold down your control key. Hold down your costs and sales. Okay. Then the property window, inside the formatting. So let me relax inside the formatting. Okay. Under the decimal places, these three fields you pick, the decimal places turn into 0. Put 0 there and press enter. So you don't want to capture your standard cost and sales into any decimal places, 0. So we are to reveal the model interface. Okay. So in this exercise, we will switch to report view. Look at our report view. Okay. In the data pane, notice the following. When you go to the report view, under the data pane, notice the following. Columns, hierarchies, and their levels are fields, which can be used to configure report visuals. Do you take note of that? Hello, are we together?
Yes, we are together.
I hope I see how these 10 people with me.
Yeah.
McNell, are you still there?
Yes, but I'm just watching the ending part. Probably I'll go
No
through the video
problem.
later because of my PC.
Okay, no problem. What of Adegboyega?
Yeah,
Are
very
you
much,
with
yeah.
me?
Yeah, very much, yes,
Okay.
sir.
What of LC? Are we together?
Yes, sir, we are.
Great.
How do you get your properties, please? What do you click on?
Properties, when you select the field, it comes beside the data pane itself. Okay, just hold on, I will demonstrate one now.
Okay.
Okay, so we are to, let me quickly go back to demonstrate the sales cost. You can do under your model. Look at your sales cost. When you pick on, you can see it when you are in model. We want to turn the decimal places for standard cost, sales. Hold down your control key and cost. So the decimal places you turn into 0. So when you do you see what I did now? You select one, hold down your control key and sales, then your property will come up and you change it there. Are we okay?
Yes.
Okay.
When I was following with the product, the properties didn't show on mine. So I was wondering if you clicked on something different.
No,
can
no,
bring
it's only
it
when
up.
it's only when you are a model you will see it.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go to report view now. So in the data pane, notice the following columns, hierarchies, and their levels of fields. If you take note, look at your products. Okay, we didn't hide anything here. Your folder and hierarchy, they are here. Okay. In region, look at some of the field we hide. It's not showing. Look at your reseller. Any field that has been hiding will not show. Okay. Sales. Look at your sales. You have quite a number. Let's come to model now and see. Look at your sales and look at all the field. You hide your sales territory key, order number, reseller key, product key, employee key. You've hidden about 5 keys in your sales alone. So when you come to your report view, you only see the information that has not been hidden. And those are the ones that you can use for your visualization. Okay. So only fields relevant to report authoring are visible. Any field that you know that you are not going to use in your report authoring, simply either you showed it off or find a way of taking it off your record. Okay. Then the sales person region table isn't visible. Look at take note that, let me go back to model. Let me pull out everything. Look at your salesperson region. It has employee key and sales territory key. And you're reading the 2 columns, the 2 fields. So by the time you are in your report view, do you see salesperson region here?
No.
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 So is aiding. Okay. So the next one is spatial fields in region and reseller table are done with spatial icon. Okay. When you look at your region, okay, region and reseller field, you see your spatial icon that indicates you are dealing with data with, you are dealing with a spatial information or information that has to do with coordination, whole life coordinates. Okay, maps, coordination. Good. Fields are done with sigma symbols. Okay, when you see, let me open. Okay, it's not in product, ingredient is not there, the seller. Okay, look at any under your, the seller doesn't have any. Okay, look at your sales table. Look at your cost, quantity, sales, and unit price. You saw your sigma symbol beside them, meaning that you can add them together. You can summarize them by default. You can summarize them. In fact, each time you are dragging them to table, only numeric with sigma will tend to give you a summary of the column for you. Depends on what you are doing. Okay. So by default, a tooltip appears when hovering the cursor over the sales or cost. If you come to sales cost now, what do you see? You saw this in the other time. It gives you the tooltip. It's telling you this is the cost field of sales, and this is the description of our place. So description based on standard that you type there. Okay. Let's look at sales order date field. Let's go down. Sales. Under your sales, can you see order date here? Expand this. What do you notice? You have your another group in there, date category. You have year, quarter, month, and day. Are we the one that create this hierarchy? At least you know how to create hierarchy now.
Yeah.
But are we the one that create this?
No, Tableau. I mean, sorry, Power BI.
A Power BI that does it.
Yeah.
So Power BI is presuming that if you come to targets, yeah, because it has date facility, so it you has also generated an hierarchy for me. Okay, the target or target month will deliver a similar hierarchy. These hierarchies weren't created by you and me. They were created automatically. There is a problem. However, you know, the problem we have here is this. If your financial year starts from January to December, you don't have problem. Most of the default date hierarchy is always from January to December. But unfortunately, in this scenario we are working on, the financial year is between July and June. So there is a problem with the hierarchy we have here. So there's a problem. However, the Adventure World financial year commences on July 1 of each year. But in this automatically created date hierarchy, the date hierarchy year commences on January of each year. So if we check all the dates on all of them, they are all being wrong because the financial year began January to December. Okay? We need to stop this because we don't want January to December record. So you now turn off this automatic behavior in your create DAX calculation. In the Power BI lab, we use DAX to create a table and configure define adventure words. So we create information that work with time intelligence as time goes on. But for us to turn off auto dates, click on file. We want to stop this auto hierarchy of date calculation. Are you following me, class?
Yes.
Yes,
okay.
I'm following.
So that date hierarchy that are created automatically, I want to turn it off. So come to file, come to options and settings below. Options and settings, you've seen it. Under the options and settings, click on options. So when you've done that, options come up. In your options, under current file, that's the second breaking below. You have your global, you have your data load encoder as global data setting, but Power BI is talking of current file. Under your data load, you saw time intelligence. Okay. Now, when you say auto date time for new files, so this guy is. So you uncheck this your time intelligence. By default, it's going to be there like this. Auto date of new file. This is the functionality that is creating the hierarchy of dates. Uncheck it. Okay. Are we together?
Yes.
Okay. So when you've done that, simply click OK. Okay. Now let's go back to sales. Look at the other date. Do you see hierarchy? What's happening? Hold on. Fine. Okay. I wonder why I didn't pick it earlier. So look at it now. The other date, it has disappeared. The hierarchy. Look at target months has disappeared.
Ebenezer, quickly. So what I noticed was when we did that thing that we did just now, what we unticked was the time intelligence we unticked was the global data load.
Okay, I'm coming. Let me load it again.
So yeah, the one that we unticked was the global data load. So under global, you see, you have that data load. That's the one we unchecked. That I think that's why it did not work that time. So now that you have done the one that you now check now is the one that you uncheck now is one on current file.
Okay. No.
You understand? So this data, this one on global, what does it work with?
I have to check for that.
Okay.
No, hold on. Data load is there. No, this is the one that's supposed to work.
Yeah, that's the one that's supposed to work, this one. But the one that we first used was the global. So I'm thinking that maybe, I don't know what that global one is for.
I will check. Something went wrong. This.
Global, that sounds like is out of personal use and seems like
Is the one under current file. Let me see what happened. I will have to check later, but mostly is the one under your options. Okay. All right. Is the one under current file, this data load that's supposed to this. We'll check it. That's the one that will take.
Okay.
It's effective now, it's done now.
But I think that first one is, if you want to, what I'm thinking is that, if you look at underneath it, right, it's under, there's Power Query Editor, there's Direct Query, there's R scripting. So I'm thinking maybe if you are in the process of connecting your data,
yes,
time intelligence would have unchecked it by then, so you don't have.
But I don't want that. Okay. I want only the one in current file to be effective. That's done it.
Yeah.
So thank you. So in the data pane, you notice that the other date is just ordinary date now. It doesn't have the hierarchy. Likewise, the target doesn't have the hierarchy. Okay. We are almost rounding up. I guess some people are getting tired. Okay. We want to create what we call quick measure. Quick measure is when you want to do some calculations that you know that you just simple calculations anyway. Okay. In this
sorry, Ebenezer. Sorry.
Yeah.
Can I just take it back a bit?
Okay.
So when we turn off the automatic gates, for the hierarchy, because like in the UK, in the UK, most public sectors and the NHS, the financial year starts from April to March.
Yes, so this one that if you are in that situation, what I did here is going to work. We need, by the time you turn it off, it allows us to create it ourselves. We learn how to. So yes.
So we'll have to create it ourselves after turning it off.
Yeah. We've not gotten there. Today we are learning how to turn it off. So don't worry. So in this exercise, we want to create two measures. So in this task, we create two quick measures to calculate profit and margin. A quick measure creates the calculation formula for you. They are easy and fast to create for simple and common calculations. You do this thing in Excel, you create a measure without using this tool in the create that calculation data in the lab. So this time around, I want to create in the data pane, right-click on the sales table and then say new quick measure. Okay. Come to your sales table. right click on this sales table and say new quick mail. Click on new quick mail. Okay, so it will bring up a menu for us, quick mail. So here, all you need to do is select subtraction under this drop-down arrow. Please take note, we are using this thing to learn. By the time you are accustomed to it, you can do whatever you like without following anything. So under calculation, under mathematical operation, select subtraction. So subtraction is giving us a two-base value. What you want to subtract. Okay. So in the sales field, drag the sales field into the base value and the cost. So drag your sales into the base value, this. Okay. And drag your cost to value, subtract. Can you see that? So you are saying I want to remove my sales is, you make a sale. Then the cost is the cost to purchase the raw material. It's just like you are selling, what's the common product to sell around you there, Ayo?
I don't know.
What do you buy in grocery?
Okay, let us say egg.
Egg, okay? When you are buying your egg, they will give you, the guy might say I'm selling it for £1.05. See, £1.05.
No, pence.
Well, 5 pence, okay?
Yeah.
But when he bought it for £1 alone. £1 is the cost price. Selling price is £1 5 pence. That means the profit there is 5 pence. So you are subtracting the sales price minus cost price to give you profits. Are you getting what I'm doing now?
Yes.
Okay. So when you do that, then you click OK, you click Add. So if you look at your under sales, you can see sales minus there. Do you see that?
Yes.
So when you've added a quick mail, right click on it and rename it and call it profits. These are calculations you will not see result. It's a feed. Can you see now that it's like a calculator beside it? Okay. Now we want to do another one. We want to add another quick mail. This time around, we want to divide sales by profits. Sales by profits. So our quick mail is still here. So right click. Let's close this guy so that I understand. So right click on sales, new quick mail. Take us here. Go to your calculation again and set division. This time around, division. Okay. Our numerator is our profit. So drag your profit here. The one you just done. And next to it is your sales. Drag your fees to your denominator. So you want to divide your profit by sales so that you know the profit margin. What percentage of my sale is profits? So click Add. So you can see now that you have your profit divided by sales. So right click on it and rename and call it profit margin. Profit margin. Okay. Any question?
I have a question.
Go on.
So, profit margin is always in percentage.
Yes, now.
Okay. So what we have done now is not percentage. So
it's not percentage, it's value. So yes. You see, you are still on your profit margin. You are look at under your toolbar on top. Remember, I told you your toolbar responds to what you are doing. Because yes. we are doing quick measure, it has already give us rules. So you are going to click on percentage button here on the menu, on the ribbon. So it turns your profit margin to percentage.
Okay.
Then under the next thing there is this box is for your decimal places. Make it 2. Okay, and press enter. Okay, so any other thing?
No.
So to test the 2 measures, first select now. Let's close. We have to close this quick measure. Okay. Click outside your profit margin. Click outside the select. Okay. So we want to test the profit. So select your. You didn't ask me any question here. When you click naturally without selecting anything, it's going to insert a table for you, a table of information. When you just go to any field like this, sales, if I come to sales, if I check on profit, it's going to create another table for me. Okay, don't worry, when we do some other things you understand. But I want it to be on this. So select this, click on your profits, click on your profit margin. So expand it so that you can see. Can you see?
Yes.
I think your value will be different from mine a bit.
Yeah, of course.
So make sure your own is 77 times something here. Okay. Good. So that is the 2 mayors. This mayors is not a field. If I go to, let me come to our table view. You will not see that quick mayor on the column of, let me see so that you understand what I'm saying. I am on sales, yeah? Look at your sales. Watch out, you will not see that your quick mayor on this. Do you see it here?
No.
So your quick mayor is just a quick calculation. A quick calculation. So it's not going to put it on the table for you. So that's that. We've tested it. Now we want to do something quickly. We want to create a many-to-many relationship in this task. So let's go back to our view. Okay. I want to, in this task, we want to create a many-to-many relationship between the salesperson table and sales table. We understand we are progressing. So come to this place. Come to salesperson.
Sorry, my profit margin, I think there's I think I've done the wrong calculation.
No, your value is different from mine, right?
Yeah, but mine is just showing 0 and -0. So that doesn't look like
No. It shouldn't correct. Be.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be. Let me go back to sales. Your profit, did you follow the calculation we did?
Yeah, my profit is sum of sales minus sum of cost.
Profit is supposed to be sum of profits. No, sum of sales minus sum of cost.
Yeah, that's right. That's fine.
Okay.
I think the profit margin.
Then your profit margin is profit divided by sales. Is that what you did?
Yeah. So why is it coming up as?
Did you select percentage here? Click on your profit margin and click percentage here.
Yeah, I must have omitted that. Okay. Students.
Then put two decimal places here. Have you done that?
Yes. So yeah, because that looks okay now. I've got 34 and 14. Yeah, I guess that should be correct.
Yes, correct. It's correct.
It's different from
yes,
yours.
correct. Mary is correct.
Okay, good. So now I want to, let's see, I want to create another view for us under salesperson. Look at the salesperson, check your salesperson here. Yeah, what's it done? That's not what I want. Hold on. Okay, let me reduce this guy. Sorry, I need a new table. So click on salesperson here. This man. Click outside the selection. Yes, I want a separate table view. Okay. For this guy to be bold enough, I will come to formatting. Under column headers, I will change this thing to time romance. Change this into 20. Then bold it. Then the values. This time romance. I want to make it bigger. So drag down this one so that you see more. Okay, then come to your sales. I want to see sales per person now. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to do here. I went to salesperson table, pick salesperson. I want to see the sales of all these individual staff, individual marketers. Okay, this on-time intelligence has not been involved. Okay, so it's giving me some of sales. And I told you many a times I don't want these sums. I only want it to show me. I know it's summary, but that's not what I want. You name this, so you remove sum.
Ebenezer.
Yeah.
Sorry, when I selected sales, when I selected sales, what it did was it removed the salesperson and just put the total sale.
How?
I have to show you to see it though.
Please let me stop sharing so that you show me.
Okay.
I'll stop sharing. Show me.
Okay. Oh Lord, you have to enable me to share screen.
Okay. Let me see.
I think if you click on the share part, because
on the share part. Oh, sorry. No, it's on your name. I should do it now.
Okay.
Make co-host.
Okay. Okay, no problem.
Yeah. So go ahead and share now.
Sure. If you look at what I'm saying, so if I untick it, right, we have this. So I already have that. So if I come and tick sales now.
Why? This is strange. Hold on. Delete this thing. Delete the. Just click on delete.
The entire delete.
Yes, delete this view alone. Okay. So go back to your sales. Close down your. Click on your salesperson now. Check it. Okay, drag it to this, drag it out. Okay, so drag it down to that. Okay, yes, good. Under your, no, hold on. Under your grid.
Okay, I should not do this yet.
No, where under column header, go ahead, change it to time romance, then 20. Okay, then go under values, 20. This one is too big for your screen. Change it to 15. Change it to 15. Okay. Now, go and click sales.
The sales now.
Yes, just check on sales. Why is your?
Is it because maybe I don't have
it's summarizing it?
Oh, you didn't create.
Yeah. So you have to go to the form and change it to not to summarize.
Okay, hold on. Right click on sales, yeah. Right click on no, this feed, sum of sales.
Sum of sales, okay.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Sum of sales.
No, not there.
No, this is your under visualization. Look at not that. Come to under visualization pane.
This one?
Yeah, look at sum of sales there.
Okay, yeah.
Right click, rename this.
Okay,
but that should not be
the I should rename the field.
Rename, yes. Rename it.
Okay.
Then remove the sum in front. Okay, says. It's supposed, what's happening on your Power BI?
Is it because the key was not there? The something ID.
No, that is just says. Hold on, yes. Hold on. Click on that says. Click on the field. Let me look at the property.
This one?
No, on the data pane, yeah. Click on says.
Should I go to model?
Hold on, I'm looking at it.
Okay.
Let's see. Go to model, click on sales. Let me see what is happening on it. Thousand separator. No, remove the decimal places of sale. 0. Make it 0. That's not it. Under format. Under format, make it currency, not percentage. Currency. Okay. What again do I see?
But I think this is profit margin. Is it profit that we are checking or sales?
No, sales. Sales.
This is sales. We were on profit margin before. This is sales. I think this is profit margin. So let me return that to percentage and
2 decimal places. Okay.
2 decimal places. So sales.
So go to sales. Sales is fixed decimal places. Format is currency. Currency format for us for now, make it dollars. Don't use pounds. Okay. What of that is then 1000 separator is there. Let me check general. Says collapse of formatting and bring down general. Let me see.
General.
No. Yes, under the property. Now says and says got this name. So collapse it and let me see your advance. It was so okay. Click OK. Go to your view. Let's see. Why is it giving me summary? Yeah.
Strange.
It's strange. It's strange. This is the first time of all the days I've been teaching my students, your own perform magic.
I think this was from that transform data. He has not he didn't link it well.
Like, I linked see the model.
Did
Let me see your model.
But I don't know the sales. We did not.
No, we've not concluded. We are still okay here.
Yeah, so see the salesperson now is linked to sales now.
Point to your salesperson. Let me see the field.
This is it.
On the relationship line. This
okay.
line.
Okay.
See you. Okay, you are the one. Double click on this thing. You cause the trouble.
How?
See now, salesperson, you pick employee.
That's what I'm telling you. It didn't involve it didn't add the employee key on the salesperson. So you have to go back to transform data. That's what I did.
No. Oh. Okay. I've seen
it doesn't have the employee.
No.
Key.
Yeah, it didn't bring it to the
cancel this thing. I cancel. Okay. Let's go back to report view. Go back to report view. Okay, go to salesperson. No. Go to model. You will not see what we want to do. Model, yeah. Okay. Under the salesperson, point your this into it. There should be an asterisk in front of it. What? Not that. Hold on. Let me check here. Yeah. I need to let me see transform data. Okay. I've seen it. Go back to your click on that report view. Click on transform data. It's coming up. Hold on.
this person.
Okay.
Fresh.
No. Why is it?
It doesn't have employee key here.
Yes. Go to where you have removed column.
Where I have removed column. I've forgotten this thing. Manage column.
Come to under apply steps. Under apply steps.
Okay.
Cancel them.
So I should cancel this?
Yes.
No, don't cancel that. Don't cancel it.
Oh.
Click on this asterisk in front of it. Yeah, this asterisk in front of it. Okay.
Yeah.
So check on the employee key now. Click OK.
So I have the employee key now.
So you have it now. Yeah. Save it now. Click close and apply.
Okay.
So I can go Mr. Bernice, I didn't know when I went back to that place, I had to remove everything and started putting it back one by one again.
No.
I didn't know there was shortcut to do it like that.
Apply changes.
Yeah.
When you don't click on apply changes. Click on apply changes.
Yeah, it is applying. You see, it's loading.
Okay. Yes. See, you are bound to make mistake so that you will learn.
Yeah.
What happened? Many people are silenced now. Are they tired?
It's late.
It's 1 o'clock.
Sorry.
We have reduced from 20 something to 8 people.
Don't worry. go to your model. So the relationship, double click on this relationship. Okay. Employee key. Yeah, click OK now. So go back. Better.
Voila.
So
why is this one now not showing again?
Okay.
Help me somebody.
Here we are looking at. Hold on, click on this. It's supposed to be category from products. Go back to your product. Let me see. Wait. Delete it. Delete that table.
I should delete it.
Delete everything here. Don't worry. Just click on Oh yeah, go to your products. Click check category. Okay. Now let's go to format your then column header, change it to this thing. Okay. Now go and sorry, just a moment. Okay. Why is it giving me some? Why is it giving me summary?
I don't understand.
Go back to your data model. Did you model this thing properly?
It was working before now. We probably did something.
Let me see your product and sales. Product and sales.
Okay, product and sales. Yeah.
Yes. Product and sales. On what key? Product key. Correct.
Product key.
Product
so
key.
It should be one to many. Or it should be, is it many to one?
No, it's many to one. It's sales to products.
It's many to one, yeah. Many to one. Click OK. Go back to the view. Okay. Put your drag sales there. Let me see. Check on sales. What is happening on your screen? Everything, something went wrong with your there. Product and sales is on product key. Go back to your model. This is what I was explaining in our class. If you didn't get your model right, you run into trouble. Point to the relation between product and sales. Am I sure this is product key?
Product key and product.
Product key and product key.
Yeah, that's right. It's product key. This is it here. Relationship, product key, relationship column, product key.
So why is it now collapsing it?
I think this check your sales again. What is the sales? I'll say maybe you should check your sales. Okay.
Or should I cancel this? Should I remove this relationship and redo it?
Okay.
But it looks okay.
Delete it. Let's see.
But maybe if I delete. So that's the sales and sales, but no. Sales and
product and salesperson. That's correct. Don't check them. Check all of them. That's not what you want.
Yeah, I want to delete this one, right?
Hold on. Still, yeah. Delete now. No. The one you delete that. Okay. So sales. No. It's supposed to be product sales, not sales products. Products, then sales. Then product key. One to many relationship. Click OK now.
And before it was one to because I was saying that it one to many that it was before. And I did product to sales that time. I don't know what.
Oh yeah, go on. Oh yeah, let's see view. Let's see.
Still.
Delete this view. Let's see. Delete the view. So
I think something to do with the sales. There's something wrong with the sales.
Let me try another thing, maybe profit. The same thing.
Same thing, huh? That's strange.
It was working before. It was when we went to do that data something now that it stopped working.
Okay, don't worry. Let's look at that tomorrow. We still need to round up our class. Let's round up.
Okay.
This is a exceptional case, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Stop sharing.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, sorry for that. It's part of the learning process. So now that I have a sales person and sales that I have here, okay. So the table displays sales made by each of the persons. However, there is another relationship between sales people and sales. Some sales people belong to one or two, possible more sales region. So if you look at what I have here, let me go to the model. I have a sales region here. That one is the one you saw there is talking about relationship between salesperson and sales. But I still need analysis based on the region. Okay, based on the region. So the table is some sales people belong to one or two or possibly more sales regions. In addition, sales region can have multiple sales assigned to them. This region can have many sales attached to them. So now, let's look from a performance management perspective. A salesperson says based on their assigned territories. When you come to management, the management want to see the performance of each of these sales, the marketers. The management want to see which region has this guy performed well, which region has he performed woefully. Hope you know that promotion is attached to this thing. And I want you as a data analyst, you have to be careful of information you are giving, or else you will take some people's jobs away. So don't do what they will do for, say, you know, in UK, US, you all carry gun around, have you?
We don't carry gun around in UK.
Not in UK.
Oh, not in UK. Okay. Okay. You are partially safe in UK. But in US, hard boys, they just see in shop mall and dismember you. But don't forget that UK too, they have gun riot too. They may not carry it around, but you see some animals that still hold it around and when they want to do evil. So be careful of them. So you as a data analyst, if it went out that you did analysis that takes somebody's job off, be careful. That's what I'm trying to say. Make sure the business analyst, the owner of the business, make sure they have input. Make sure you show them at every stages that will pass through. When you do their data cleaning, before you upload, show them that, look, this is the data you gave me. This is the one you said you want to analyze. Make sure you report everything to them, so that at every stage, nobody will say, but I didn't know what you are doing. They are not like us that we argue a lot in Africa, but in that place, they don't argue. They come for your jugular street when you do something wrong for them. And I remember one of my instructor when I was doing something with K21 Academy in UK. I don't know whether you heard of that organization. I did cloud with them. One of my instructors keep hammering that you have to get your facts right. They don't negotiate anything that is going to tarnish their name, their image, their job. They don't negotiate it. So they won't argue with you. They will just take you off. So be careful of the information you are giving out. It's very sensitive. So now management want to see sales on regional basis. We'll see that as we are progressing. But I want to call your attention to something. Look at Michael Blythe, okay? Your own should not be up, yours should be 8-point-something million. 8-point-something million, correct?
Yes.
So before my next class, I will clean up my old, I think I need to clean up my old information so that we will be seeing the same thing. So that's why I say almost 9 million. Almost 9 million. So let's switch to the model view, then drags. So let's go to the model view now. Here I have my salesperson region. In between region and salesperson. Okay. If you've not done that, drag salesperson region. Go to your data model. Are you on data model?
Yes.
Okay. Drag your salesperson region in between the region and salesperson. Are you there?
Yes.
Okay. Now, click on your manage relationship. I want to create a relationship between salesperson table and salesperson region. Salesperson table. So click on new under your manage relationship. Select your salesperson. Okay. And now below select your region. If all things equal, region, sorry, salesperson and salesperson region, sorry, salesperson region, not region. Your salesperson table and salesperson region. So employee key will be automatically selected. Is that what you have?
Yes.
Okay. So click OK. So there's a relationship between your salesperson table and salesperson region. So the next one, click on new, is between your region and salesperson region. Region and salesperson region. Okay. Sales territory key, and it's one-to-many. So click OK and close. So watch out, look at your region and look at your salesperson.
Yeah.
What is happening here? There is a wrong analysis for you here. Look at your salesperson. Salesperson is relating with salesperson region. You have one-to-many relationship. Your salesperson region is supposed to analyze your region, but it's your region that is analyzing your salesperson. These anomalies you have here is DAX, data analysis expression, that will correct it. So this thing was deliberately, and if you look at your diagram very well, you will see that you have your salesperson analyzing your sales. You have your region analyzing your sales. Can you see your region one-to-many relationship to sales? You see your salesperson one-to-many to sales, while your region is now analyzing salesperson region. Salesperson analyzing your salesperson region. Your salesperson region is supposed to analyze your region. That's the way it's supposed to be. Okay? So the salesperson region table can be considered to be a bridging table. Okay? Switch to report view. Go and check that Blythe. Michael Blythe, check it. Nothing has changed. Okay? Hello?
Yes, yes.
That value has not changed. 8-point-something there.
No.
Switch back to model view and then follow the relationship filter. So go back to your model view, follow the relationship filter direction, arrowhead from the salesperson table. From your salesperson table to sales. Consider that salesperson table filter your sales. Salesperson filter your sales. It also filter your salesperson region. Look at one-to-many. That's what you guide you. One-to-many. It filter your sales and filter your salesperson region table. But it doesn't continue by propagating filter to the region. It's supposed to propagate that into region. Rather, it's a region that is now filter your salesperson region. That's where the problem is. Okay, so but it doesn't propagate filter to the region table. The arrow is pointing in the wrong direction. Can you see that now? Your salesperson region is supposed to filter your region, but your region is filtering your salesperson region. That is wrong. Okay, so to read the relation between the region and salesperson region table, double click. You want to look at your region and salesperson. Double click the relationship there. Double click. Okay. Instead of your cross filter direction, turn into both. Select arrow down there instead of single, turn into both. So that it's going to filter your region down now. Are we together?
Yeah.
Okay. If you look at your salesperson between your region and salesperson region now, you will see that there is arrow pointing to two directions there.
Yes.
Meaning that your region is filtering your salesperson region and your salesperson region is filtering your region. Okay. Then check apply security filter in both direction bars. Okay. Double click and come in. So look at under the both direction, apply security filter in both directions, check it. Check it and click OK. So you notice that your region is filtering your salesperson region and your salesperson region is filtering your region. Switch to the report view. Let's see what happened. In your report view, nothing has happened. Okay, because your salesperson is still filtering your sales. The issue now relates to the fact that there are two possible filter propagation paths between the salesperson sales table. Okay, the problem why I didn't change that is that salesperson is filtering your sales, it's also filtering through your region. That's why it's not making any change. Okay, this ambiguity is internally resolved based on a late number of tables assessments. To be clear, you shouldn't design model. You should not design a model in this way with a type of ambiguity. The issue will be addressed in our DAX calculation Power BI. When we get to another lab, which is ahead, it will be resolved there. So let's switch to model view and see what we are going to, let's see, switch to model view to force filter propagation via the bridging table. So what you need to do is that the relation between your salesperson and sales, deactivate it. I want to force relationship between your salesperson, sales region, and region. I don't want relationship between salesperson and sales. So double click the relationship between your salesperson and sales. Are we together?
Yes.
Double click on it. This time around, make this relationship active. Uncheck it. I don't want to make it active. We've demonstrated it earlier, right? So
yes.
So click OK. Okay. So there is broken line between your salesperson and sales. Am I correct?
Yes.
Are others between like that? Others, are we together?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes, we are.
Okay. Yeah. Now go back to your report view and see what happens. Check Michael Blight on your report. What do you see now?
21 million.
21 million. Good. So let's go back to model view. So you see, there is no filtering between my salesperson and sales. I only have filtering between sales, salesperson region, and region. So that's the summary you are seeing there. So the filter propagation will now follow the only active parts. So the inactive is not working. So in the diagram, notice that the inactive relationship is represented by dash, that we've all known. And the value of Michael Blight has changed, okay? And another thing you need to take note is go back to your, go back to report view, look at Brain Walker. It has the total sales for everybody is appearing for him. Brian Walker, can you check that? Hello?
Yeah, I'm trying to look for me. Brian.
Go back, it's
Yeah,
the second on the list.
Yeah, 77 million.
Yes, is correct because is the sales HOD of the sales or the administrator of sales, the marketers. So all what everybody is doing is accumulated to him. So that value is correct. So that's how you have the total value for him. Okay. So sales of now change, and also notice also that the sales of each salesperson, if added, will exceed the table below because we are using the region and we are doing this is very wrong. So what we are doing here is we are demonstrating that when you are designing your data, there are some ambiguity you need to avoid. So that's why we do this narration. So it's a common observation of many-to-many relationship due to the double, triple, or etc. Many-to-many relationship between your salesperson region and region is what is causing the problem. Some will be double, some will be triple or more. Okay, counting of regional sales results, considering Brian Walker, the second salesperson listed, his sales amount equal to the total sales. It is a correct result due to the fact that he is the director of sales. His sales are measured by the sales of all the regions. Okay. So while many-to-many relationship is now working, it is now not possible to analyze sales made by salesperson because the relationship is inactive. So at this point, you cannot go back to your view. You cannot get the correct sales of individual now because the relationship that are supposed to do that, you put it inactive. So you will be able to reactivate the relationship when you introduce calculated table that will allow analyzing sales made in the sales region. So we'll do that later. Let's switch to the model view. Switch to model view, and then in the diagram, select the salesperson table in the property pane and change the name to, click on your salesperson here. Have you done that?
Yes.
Okay. In the name, under the property, click inside the name, space, open bracket, put performance there.
Okay.
Okay. So the name table now reflects its purpose. It is used to report and analyze the performance of sales people based on the sales of their assigned sales region. So with this, it's going to give us performance of individual, not based on the region. It's not based on the region and sub-region, but this one is personal sales of individual. So we've done that. So the name table now reflects its purpose, okay? In this, they want to look at target table. Hello? We almost round up, pardon me. In this task, we will create a relationship to the target table, okay? Create a relationship from sales performance, employee ID to target. So let's go back to manage relationship. So new relationship, sales person performance, then pick your targets, okay, on employee ID. So this one, click OK.
We are creating relationship for new relationship now.
Yeah, salesperson performance. You know, we name a table. Salesperson performance with targets.
Yeah, targets.
so that you can see individual target performance. What target does he have?
Yeah.
Okay. So click close and go back to our view. Go back to table view. Add target now. Add target to comment. Okay. Come to your target. Check your target here. So this is giving us the target of this individual person. Okay. So that's the target. It is now possible to visualize the sales and target, but take care of two reasons. First, there is no filter on the time period, so you don't know the target per month. And so target also include future targets amounts. So we just do the lump sum here. So because there is no time series, there is no time intelligence to read, you don't know whether it's monthly. Come again. Ayo.
No, it's not me. No, that's not.
Okay.
I think I've missed the salesperson performance.
Yes.
I think I named the wrong field.
You or me?
Me.
Okay. Correct it then.
So which one is the right one to change to the salesperson performance?
Okay.
In the salesperson table.
Hold on, let me go to this. You know, there is this salesperson. We change it to, we put performance in front of it. Did you do that? Here, look at you are looking at my screen now.
Yeah.
We select this salesperson. We click on it. We come to under property, and we put performance in front of it, so that we can analyze the performance of the salesperson, the sales they make, right?
Yeah, I think I made a mistake on that salesperson. I changed one of the fields to salesperson performance.
It's not field, it's the whole table that we are changing to salesperson performance.
Salesperson, okay.
Can you quickly share your screen?
Okay, let me see that.
Mary, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, let me make you co-host.
Oh, okay.
Share now.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. So okay. I think I've made a mistake.
Hold on. The right click on this salesperson field, right click on it. Rename. See the name up there. Remove the performance in front. Just click inside it. No, right click, click inside, backspace, remove the space, press enter. Okay. Close. Why is it? Oh, the guy has.
Oh, it's not. It's a different field, I think.
How do you come about?
I must have been named a different field. So I have employee key, salesperson, type to UPN. So what's the fifth one?
Hold on. Salesperson is one field. Escape. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Look at what is happening. Which field is this?
That's what I'm trying to get. I don't know.
Hold on. Go back to table view. The middle one here. Come and click on table view. Where is salesperson here? Scroll to the right. No, click on salesperson. This view is not salesperson. Click on this name of table. Click on it. Okay. salesperson. Why is salesperson itself? Okay, right click on this field and delete it completely. Right click. The one, yes, delete it.
Oh, delete. I thought I'll just change the heading. Delete it.
No.
Oh, okay.
Salesperson is name now, not a column. Delete it.
Yeah, but that's a different column.
Hold on. Let me check something from my side.
Yes,
just
please.
hold on. Salesperson. Do I have employee ID here? Oh, thank God you change. Okay. Right click this your salesperson performance. Right click on it. No, leave that one. Okay. The name it. Employee ID. Employee. Capital E, employee, then employee. Then ID, capital ID. Okay, enter. Okay. Now, go back to your model. That's why you. Okay. Now, salesperson, the table, that one. Space. Open brackets. Performance. Okay, enter. Okay. Click on manage relationship. Let me see. Click on manage relationship. Okay, hold on. I'm coming. Manage relationship. Said as you have says region employee with performance employee key, that's correct. Salesperson, sales territory, and region, sales territory. Then there should be target. One is missing. Okay, click on new. Target. No. Is hold on. I need to check something there. Salesperson performance and target. Okay. The top one is salesperson performance. The top, salesperson performance. Then target below, target. Okay. So an employee ID, that's correctly close. Close. Okay. So go to your report view. So now go to your target below and add target to this table. No, see now. Expand, add targets. So check on targets. Just so good. Stop sharing.
Okay, thank you. Everybody, I hope they've not gone.
We'll soon round up now.
Okay, thank you.
So see my screen.
Can we round up now, please?
Yeah, we're about to round up. So it's just the little mistake you make. So that is where our class even round up. The target, you can see the timeline is supposed, what we have on target here, timeline is supposed to control it. But as it is, when we get further, we will see how we take care of that. So click on file save. Make sure you click on file save as. I want you to go to my solution. Save. Yes, so replace it. And this takes us to the end of our class for this week.
Thank you so much.
We really short the time because of the theory part. Okay. Any question?
I think the only question I have is what we are going to do next. I'll sort my own the challenge I have. So yeah, so maybe I can chat you up during maybe tomorrow.
Yes, maybe tomorrow we should look at what really happened there.
Oh, okay. No problem. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ebenezer. Any chance we can start the lesson much more earlier?
Come again?
I'm just asking, is there any chance we can start the lesson much earlier?
Earlier.
We just start, so that more people
If 8 o'clock is convenient for you, I think one of my days I was on assignment with some of my clients, so I came in late. That's when we move it to 9:30. If 8 o'clock will be convenient for you, let's